all day long, but you just got to kind of go through it. So I was definitely proud of our kids of showing that resolve of being able to focus on the next task, so super proud of them.
Friday night, I guess you played in this game at one time a year or two ago, right, in your high school career?
Hey, no doubt, man. One of my best games ever was at VR, and we got mollywopped. But man, it was bad. But hey, that's definitely one of the games that used to be in our region back in the day, and so that's back when we were playing, the school across the bridge, and we was playing VR and all that. They were all in our region, so that's just a different time, different era, so definitely be a fun one.
This is the backyard battle, I'll call it like that. It's like boxing your brother or something like that, but it adds a little bit more to it this Friday night playing Vill Rica, doesn't it?
Yeah, I try to tell the kids, you got to be focused on the task at hand, because it's not one of those games where you got to really get them super excited. It's just, obviously, a lot of these kids know each other. They grew up with each other. They played each other in rec ball, and they know, they're going to compete, and you can throw the records and all that stuff out of the window because it's, like you said, it's county rival. So it's obviously one of the games. It's going to be fun. It'd be one that you want to coach in, and Coach Brand does a great job. The biggest thing is just handling the emotional part of it. A lot of times in these type of games, guys get chippy, and you got to handle the emotions of it. At the end of the day, you got to play the next play. And so that's something that we definitely want to emphasize this week.
You've started out 0-2, had an extra week to get ready for you. Do you look for a new wrinkle or two, maybe?
Oh, ain't no doubt. Typically, you would expect coming off, every team, every coach goes into a bye, and you want to attack the things that you feel like you need to attack, and get better at the areas that you want to get better at, and clean up some of the things you want to clean up. And so I would expect nothing less from that. In my experience, most of the time when you play a team coming off a bye, typically they're going to look a whole lot better than when you saw them last play. And so our kids need to be ready to go.
Scouting report on them. What do you look for?
Well, they're really good in the box, man. They got, last year, those guys gave us fits. I thought last year, they weren't even close. I thought they dominated the line of scrimmage on both sides of the football. And so that's something that we got to definitely be better at. We just got to be better. And they definitely got playmakers. Quarterback's got a strong arm, man. He can heave it across the board. And, they like to throw it vertical. And, they got a back that's strong and runs hard. And they do a good job what they do. Kids play super hard, and then defensively, man, they wreak havoc up front, man. They really do. They got good players, strong, you know what I mean? And so it's going to be one of them games where our guys got to bring the lunch pail for sure.
A couple of things you feel like you've got to be good at or accomplish in order to beat them Friday night.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. We got to be better, and we got to be better up front. It kind of starts and ends there. Obviously, you got to protect the football. You can't give them extra possessions. The things that you go into every week knowing that you got to be good at, but particularly we have to be better up front. That's something that I felt like we did not do a great job at all a year ago. So we got to be better there. And like I said, man, you got to focus and get past the emotional part of it. Like you can't, you got to be honed in on the next play, because the next play is the only play that really exists now. So that's something that we've been emphasizing, and our kids need to be ready for it.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate your time. Good luck Friday night.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
I'm Ray Brown, head coach Central Lions, host Vill Rica at Lion Valley. We continue with the John Thornton Buick GMC Coaches Clinic, hosted by American Pie Pizzeria. We come back right after these messages.
If you've been getting that new-to-me car itch, but can't find the car you want, then check out John Thornton Buick GMC on Highway 27 in Carrollton. There's never been a better time to trade in and trade up. Used car values are at all-time highs. John Thornton Buick GMC has a great selection of certified and pre-owned vehicles for you to choose from. For excellent service and big savings, go to John Thornton Buick GMC on Highway 27 in Carrollton. Shop their huge inventory of certified and pre-owned online at johnthorntonbuickgmc.com.
American Pie Pizzeria is a family-owned restaurant and so much more. It's a family-friendly place to enjoy a lunchtime buffet, hot subs, salads, wings, and sizable calzones. It's a place to connect with friends, colleagues, and community. Dine in Monday through Saturday from 11:30 till 9 p.m. at 927 Maple Street in Carrollton. For takeout orders, 770-832-3000. American Pie Pizzeria. Like it says on the box, you never forget your first piece.
Now, back to Coach's Clinic.
You've heard from each of the coaches about their matchups tonight. We thank them for their time and spending some moments with us chatting about some high school football for this week 4 of the season. The appetizers are complete. Now it's time to get to the main course. Get ready for some high school football action. One more quick look at the schedule tonight. B92 Country, we got you covered with Central and Vill Rica tonight from Lion Valley. On KISS 102.7, Carrollton going to play host to Lithia Springs. You can hear Mount Zion and Chattooga from Mount Zion. On Gray Classics 98.9 and Haralson County hosting Putnam County. You can hear that on King Country at 93.7 and 101.9 FM. Elsewhere, it's Temple hosting South Atlanta. Bremen will entertain McNair. Over in Radburn, Alabama, Bulldogs hosting Lafayette, Alabama, and Peachtree Academy is at Holy Ground in 9-man football. Let's line up. Time to get it going here. Here we go. Week 4 of the high school football season. We send you out to your game. Enjoy all the action here from Graddick Sports.
You're listening to high school football coverage on B92 Country, WBTR FM, Carrollton.
Now, it's time for the B92 Country Game of the Week. Brought to you by
Dollar Heating and Air, NG Turf, Don Ridge Ford, Hightower Funeral Homes, West Georgia Technical College, American Commerce Bank, John Thornton Buick GMC, Raised Dry Concrete Leveling, Nut Roofing, Buffalo Wild Wings, and Merrill and Associates.
He's going down across the 15, the 10, the 5, touchdown.
Now. Let's go live to the stadium with tonight's game. To bring you all the action.
Alongside Michael Miller, here's Seth Kane.
And it's a beautiful night for a cat fight in the Valley of the Lions. For the 52nd time, the Central Lions and the Vill Rica Wildcats square off at Central High School in Carrollton, with Michael Miller alongside Riley Jones, Brittany Yates producing our radio broadcast in Studio 921, and Patrick Glory and Russell Smith directing and producing our video broadcast on Graddick Sports on Facebook and 24strong.tv. Hello again, friends and neighbors. I'm Seth Kane, and welcome to Friday Night Football in West Georgia on the Graddick Sports Network. In tonight's matchup, one team is looking for win number 4, while the other is on the look for their first win of the season. Vill Rica is on the prowl for their first win of the season. In week 1, the Wildcats fell 42-31 at the Troop Tigers to open up the season, and last week fell short by 3 to the Northgate Vikings, 12-9. The Central Lions are on the hunt for win number 4. After picking up wins over Spalding, Oxford, and Hiram, Central is looking to start 4-0 for the first time since the 2023 season. The Vill Rica Wildcats are under the direction of third-season head coach Austin Barron, and Central Lions, they're under the direction under fourth-season head coach Umbre Brown. We'll have the keys to the game, the starting lineups, and so much more going to be coming up. Stay tuned. The 52nd edition of the Carroll County Catfight is straight ahead, and you have a front seat to the action. Our coverage of Friday Night Football in West Georgia will continue after this timeout from Central High School in Carrollton on the Graddick Sports Network.
You call the play and score big during the ultimate tailgating event at John Thornton Buick GMC with an all-out full blitz on factory incentives like $10,000 off MSRP on the new 25 GMC Sierra HG Denali models, to $6,000 off MSRP on a new 25 GMC Terrain, or $3,000 off MSRP on a new 25 Buick Envista at John Thornton Buick GMC in Carrollton. GMC, we are professional grade. Some exclusions may apply. See store for details.
I'm former Atlanta Braves Otis Nixon. I know a thing or two about a steal, and I got a steal when I gave Dollar a holler. If you give them a call, I guarantee you your system is going to be running better than it ever did before.
Whether you're in need of service or a full unit replacement, give Dollar a holler for all your home comfort needs. 770-834-6001.
I got a steal when I gave Dollar a holler.
770-834-6001. Online at dollarheatingandair.com.
This is Jut Howard with NG Turf, your premium sod supplier. Create a field of dreams in your home lawn this season with Tiff Tough Bermuda, UGA's newest turf grass release. Is a lack of sunlight causing your lawn to become thin or bare? Use Zeon Zorgia, great for lawns with shade. Call and speak with one of our certified turf professionals to learn more about all of our premium farm fresh sod varieties that are backed by a 1-year warranty. We can schedule your delivery or pickup from our farm in Whitesburg or find more information at our website, ngturf.com.
Don Rich Ford is proud to be a supporter of high school football. Don Rich Ford is West Georgia's original Ford dealer, and we're ready to play ball.
Touchdown!
There's no better tailgate than on the back of America's best-selling truck, the F-150. Tradition and values are strong when you've been in business since 1971. Award-winning service, straight-talking salesman, and hometown spirit in the heart of downtown Vill Rica. Remember to shop local at Don Rich Ford. Shop new and used vehicles at donrichford.com.
Tonight's broadcast of Central and Vill Rica on Facebook Live, YouTube, and 24 Strong TV is brought to you by the First Baptist Church of Vill Rica. Our games also tonight brought to you by American Commerce Bank, John Thornton Cadillac Buick GMC, West Georgia Technical College, Dollar Heating and Air, Hightower Funeral Home, Don Rich Ford, Maryland Associates, NG Turf, Nut Roofing, Raised Right Concrete Leveling, Buffalo Wild Wings, Southeastern Insurance Association, and Soul Roots Racing. I'm Seth Kane. Michael Miller sits to my right. Glad to have you along here for us this evening. A beautiful night tonight so far. We're sitting at about 84 degrees, and hopefully that's not going to be too big of a factor because things are starting to cool off here. Fall is right around the corner, and we're going to be looking for some cooler temperatures. Michael, you know, we've seen Central a couple of times already this year. We've seen a lot of great talent out of this Central team, but, you know, tonight I think so far for Vill Rica, they're really got to stay pretty tight on this Central offense if they want to come out with a win.
Yeah, and it's really tough for me to try and find a way they're going to be able to stop Central too much tonight. I think the game plan for Vill Rica is just going to be when they have the football, kill the clock as much as possible, play ball control, and just try to keep the ball away from Central.
No doubt about that. And so let's going ahead and dive right in for the Morris Autos keys to the game and also the keys of the game. Brought to you by Amy Brown State Farm in Vill Rica on our video stream tonight. Keys to the game, you know, talking about Vill Rica, you got to play with composure. Austin Barron was talking about that back at Coach's Clinic. If they play with composure, if they stick with it tonight, I think they're going to have a pretty good shot at tonight. But he was saying they've got to play with composure and also got to contain the Lions early on offense.
Absolutely. You know, it's not only just a big game for them, also Central being such a good team, but also it's a rivalry game. So you got two things working against you. So just that is one of the biggest things, just keeping yourself composed and not getting too high and too low in the game.
You know, and looking for the Central Lions, you know, containing Vill Rica's pass game up front. They've been doing that fairly well so far this season, especially in the game against Northgate last week for Vill Rica's purposes. But Coach Brown was also talking about staying strong up front. So that front offensive line has got to stay strong. If not, Vill Rica is going to walk all over them.
Absolutely, and as far as Vill Rica goes defensively, it's just going to be really difficult because, you know, if you stop the run game, Central can beat you over the top as well. They can beat you both ways. It's going to be very difficult to see. I'm very excited to see what they try to do defensively.
Those are going to be your keys to the game tonight, brought to you by Amy Brown State Farm on our video stream and brought to you by Morris Auto Sales in Carrollton. Remember, Morris Auto Sales wants to thank their customers as they celebrate 20 years of providing quality vehicles to generations of West Georgians. And Morris Auto, customers are family. Come sit on the porch a while. Morris Auto Sales on Bankhead Highway in Carrollton. Online at morrisautosalesinc.net. Well, the Captains are going to be headed to the center of the field between Central and Vill Rica. Central, tonight they are decked out in their traditional maroon headgear, maroon jerseys, maroon breeches, silver numbers and letters on the fronts and backs of their jerseys. And for Vill Rica, they're decked out in their traditional purple. Their purple headgear, but white jerseys, white breeches with purple numbers and letters on the fronts and backs of their jerseys. So as they're going to be going to the center of the field tonight, our officials association coming out of Cartersville this evening. They're going to be going down to the center of the field, shaking hands like they hadn't seen one another in a long time. And they're going to go over the rules and regulations. 52 times these two teams have met, and this one dates all the way back into the 60s. And we'll kind of break that down over the course of the year where all the records are going to be going for Vill Rica and for Central as well. And of course we'll take a look at what they have played so many times, 29 games to 22. Vill Rica has the lead into this. So Vill Rica has always pretty much had the upper hand in this rivalry. So let's go ahead, and I think the coin toss is about to occur right now down there at the center of the field. And it looks like Vill Rica, they have won the toss, and they have deferred it to the second half. So as we take a look at this, Central leads 29-22. They've had several wins over the course of the year. Over the course of the years, they played each other. As we pull up, looking back some of the history here, the most recent win for Central came last year, 43-28. So they're going to be looking to make it 2 in a row here tonight. Well, Vill Rica is going to be defending the goal to our left, and Central is going to be defending the goal to our right. So the makeup of the football field is going to be like this. From goal line to goal line is going to be 100 yards. The end zones are going to be 10 yards deep, and the field is 53 1/3 yards wide. Great crowd here tonight from the Central faithful, and a great crowd tonight from the Vill Rica faithful as everybody is getting to their feet as we await both the boys in purple and white and maroon and silver. They're going to be making their way onto the field here just momentarily. Another great night of football. And Michael, can you believe it's already 4 weeks into the season already? It's moving by pretty quickly.
It's crazy to think about. And college football's in week 2, and the NFL started last night. And it feels like it was August 1st just yesterday to me.
Oh, tell me about it. Temperature-wise, feeling it. Vill Rica is now making their way onto the field. Across from us here at Rodney Birchfield Field here at Roy Richards Memorial Stadium. And they're going to take up shop right across the way from us. And Central, they're getting hyped up. It's rec department night here tonight, so a lot of the kids from the Carroll County Rec Department are going to be running onto the field with the Central Lions here this evening. They're about ready to get busting through. There goes the fog and the smoking. Here comes the Central Lions making their way out onto the field tonight, running in with the American flag this evening. Let's go ahead and get ready for the 52nd installment of the Carroll County Cat Fight. You know, a game that's been going all the way back. We got to stretch all the way back here, a long, long way to 1962. Vill Rica got that win 27-7 back in 1962. Thad Morgan was the head coach of Vill Rica, and W.C. Goodwin was the head coach here at Central back in 1962 when the game first met. And they played that one at Vill Rica all the way back in 1962. And Vill Rica would win the first several matchups, and Central would not get their first win in this competition until 1968, November the 8th of 1968, where they won it 41-13 back in the late 60s. Then it was back and forth, and then played this game quite frequently. They did have a bit of a break for a little bit as it went on. They had a bit of a break, I know, from at least from between the 04 and the 05 seasons. Did play again until 2006. But tonight they're going to be getting lined up and ready to go. Vill Rica is going to be kicking the football back off to the Central Lions here this evening. We're about ready for toe to meet leather. And it's going to be football time here in the state of Georgia.
And I'm excited to watch it. You know, for me, going to church in Vill Rica, I always hear about what it means to all the Vill Rica people, and I've never gotten to watch one before, so I'm excited about it.
This is going to be a very good matchup. It's always been well attended and one of the great rivalry games here in the area. Derek Olivia going to be kicking the football off for the Vill Rica Wildcats. He'll kick it off from the 40-yard line, deep to return. For the Central Lions, it's going to be Jonas Walton, who wears number 12, or who's a senior and wears number 5, I should say. And they're all standing there waiting for everything to get in place. The officials on the other side of the field are having a conversation with, looks like Austin Barron, head coach of the Vill Rica Wildcats.
There's a whole other family sitting there laughing.
And so once they are done having a conversation over there, having a meeting of minds, we'll get ready to play some football here this evening. Captains for this year for Central this year, J.R. Harris, Jonas Walton, Jarrell Long, and Tay Crowder are the captains this year. So you see Derek Olivia, if you're watching with us on Facebook, YouTube, and 24 Strong TV tonight. Derek Olivia is just waiting for everybody to get to place, so waiting for the white hat. All right, so we got a little bit of air in the ball. They're going to take a little bit of it out because you've got to have a certain amount in there, believe it or not, to be able to play. So I believe that has been taken care of. It looks like we're about ready to play a little bit of football here in Lion Valley this evening. Vill Rica band up and going just right across the way under the direction of Kevin Brown and Ann Wilson. And Riley Mitchell, the director of bands here at Central, she's getting the band to their feet right now. Derek Olivia ready to kick this football off. They got numbers on their shoulders. They're just wearing a plain purple helmet. Vill Rica is tonight. They've got purple and gold striping on their shoulders and on their breeches this evening. Central's got some silver stripes going down the sides of their breeches. There's the tune of the whistle. Toe meets leather, and we are underway at Central High School in Carrollton, Georgia. It's going to be fielded back at about the 30-yard line, carries up the center of the field. We'll get across the 40-yard line to about the 41-yard line. Central going to be having decent field position. First down and 10 from the 41. Returning that back is going to be Jace Walton, the sophomore. Now let's see what J.R. Harris and company for the Central Lions will be having in store for us this evening.
Very interested to see, too, how Vill Rica if they load the box, really trying to stop the run, force them to throw, or if they play back a little bit, maybe encourage the run game a little bit.
Yeah, Roy Brown was saying that Vill Rica does quite well playing in the box. We got two receivers lined up to the right side of the field. Two will be lined up to the left in the near sideline. Going back at that pistol look, and now we got flags already. We got a false start. The left tackle looks like moved for the Central Lions. That will back Central up 5 yards to bring up a first down and 15. So now let's back it up to the 36-yard line. It's the first and 15 from the Central 36-yard line. They go back pistol look with two wide receivers to either side of the field. Taking the shotgun snap, dropping back is going to be Harris. Harris looks, throws, going to be a called football. Wide open, 45-40, 35-30, 25-20, 15-10, 5. Strike up that fight song. Avery Tanner has ran that football all the way in for the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown for the Central Lions. They lead it 6-0.
And to be honest with you, I'm kind of surprised that Coach Barron didn't ask for the ball to start the game, because it's going to be very tough. You have to play behind in this offense for the whole game.
That's going to be a 64-yard touchdown run by Avery Tanner, the senior, who plays both the wide receiver and the defensive back. And with that score, Auto Owners and Southland Insurance will be making a donation to the West Metro Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Snap the spot and the hold for the PAT. It is up and it's good. Timeout on the field with 11:45 left to go in the first quarter of play. Central leads it 7-0 on top of the Vill Rica Wildcats. Vill Rica gets the ball when we come back right here on the Craddock Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Christine Swanson, Chief Financial Officer of American Commerce Bank. I've called West Georgia home for more than 30 years, and I'm proud to be a part of American Commerce Bank's team of hometown bankers. Whether you're looking for a personal checking or savings account, or you need a bank dedicated to providing custom solutions to help your business grow, you can count on our team of local bankers to meet your needs. Come see us in Bremen off Highway 27 near Walmart, or at our Carrollton branch right across from the courthouse. American Commerce Bank, member FDIC.
A 64-yard touchdown reception for Avery Tanner being connected from J.R. Harris. Central now leads 7-0 over the Vill Rica Wildcats here in the 52nd installment of the Carroll County Catfight. Seth Kane, Michael Miller back here with you. Glad to have you along here with us from Rodney Birchfield Field at Roy Richards Memorial Stadium. Now Central will get ready to kick the football back. His toe is going to be beating leather here. Jake Davis will kick it off from the 40-yard line. We got whistles going to be coming in, and we got flags on here. It's going to be a false start on Central, and that will back them up 5 yards, and they'll have to re-kick it from the 35-yard line.
Into the end zone where flags on the play. All sides. All sides will do procedure. Kick off.
So they're still going to be kicking it back from the 35-yard line. See, I'm Bray Brown on the screen there. If you're watching us tonight, 2 playoff appearances in 3 years, and season number 3 here at Central. So Jake Davis will now kick that football back to Vill Rica, or to Vill Rica for the first time this evening. And one of the return men is going to be Jalen Murphy for the Vill Rica Wildcats. So now we will try this again from the 35-yard line. Central will kick it. And there's a kick. It's a high end-over-end kick. It's going to be fielded just back near the 10-yard line, back at the 9. Returning the football field. Boom goes the dynamite for Central, and he is going to be brought down near the 22-yard line. Vill Rica going to be having the football first down and 10 from the 22-yard line. We will be moving from left right. Take a look again on the replay. Jalen Murphy was on the return there for the Vill Rica Wildcats and just got waylaid down there. So now we'll see what Vill Rica is going to be dialing up. Matthew Eubanks, the quarterback for the Wildcats. They'll spot the football at the near right hash mark, first down and 10 from the 22-yard line. They'll send two receivers out to the far left side of the field. Eubanks back in the gun. He's going to turn, hand the football off, cuts out to the left side of the field, cross the 25, going to be across the 30, and knocks the umpire down in the process. And he's not going to get a first down, but he's not that far from. They're going to spot the ball down at the 30-yard line.
That's what Vill Rica's going to have to do all night if they're going to have a chance in this football game, is having good runs over and over again just to keep that clock moving and gain yardage.
So gain of about 8 yards. It's going to be second down and 2. Line to gain is going to be near the 32-yard line. Two wide out, going to be to the right. One is only going to be lined up to the left, sending a man in motion. That's going to be bad. That ball's going to be coming loose, and it goes right through the legs of Matthew Eubanks, and he'll fall on top of it. And that was about to be extremely dangerous for Vill Rica.
You just can't have stuff in the game like this too. When you're clearly, down against a really good opponent, you just cannot afford to have many mental mistakes like that.
And when we go back and we look at the replay here, it looks like that he was looking off, still trying to call a play out. The center kind of had a little bit of miscommunication there. And so now it's a third down and 8. So losing about 6 yards, third down and 8. Taking another shotgun snap. Eubanks drops back. He is looking. He is throwing to the left side of the field. Is it going to be a caught ball in bounds? No, they're going to say it's an incomplete pass. It's going to be an incomplete pass. We'll take a look again on the replay if you're watching with us. So it's going to be hitting the ground there. The intended receiver, Keith Howard. That will be a fourth down situation, and Vill Rica will be punting the football back to the Central Lions. I believe that's going to be Lanson Simmons that will be the deep return man for the Central Lions. In the kick for the Wildcats, it's going to be Matthew Eubanks, the quarterback, who's doubling as the punter here this evening. 10:15 left to go in the first quarter as Central 7, Vill Rica nothing. Here on a Friday night in West Georgia. Seth Kane here with you. Glad to have you here with us. We'll take a look at the scoreboard. I think we already had a couple other games, already have some quick scores as well. Take a high kick. It's going to be a wobble of a punt. Going to be caught back just at about the 44-yard line. Cuts across the 50, the 45, and he will be ran out of bounds just at near the Central 35-yard line. Flags are on the play.
They may get some more yards off of this.
So Yellow Handkerchief is sitting just at the 22-yard line. It's going to be a false start against Vill Rica. So they're going to be asking. I think Austin Barron's going to ask for them to. Okay, so they're going to be tacking 5 onto it. Pay him the big bucks. So at the end of the run, that's where they'll mark the football off. So it's first down and 10. Now we'll see J.R. Harris back in. We got another stoppage of play here. Now we're going to get the field ready for play. J.R. Harris is sending a man in motion. Taking a high snap, and whistles are going to be blown, and we got flags. It's going to be a false start against Central. That will back them up 5 yards, making it a 1st and 15 situation.
It's been a little sloppy from both teams to start this football game.
And if you remember when we were back at Spalding, back at the beginning of the year, I mean, there was like penalties galore. Saw the same thing at Oxford a couple of weeks ago.
I don't think I've ever seen so many penalties in one game in that game.
I don't think so either. So 1st and 15, they'll move the ball just back behind 35-yard line to the 37-yard line. Taking another shotgun snap, turns, hands the football off to Walton. Walton cuts across the 35. He'll be brought down officially near to about the 31-yard line. Gain of about 6. Going to be bringing up a second down situation back in front of the sticks.
To see how much they run Jonas Walton from the running back position tonight. A couple times we've watched him, it's been more his brother being in the backfield, him being more out wide.
Yeah, they have been kind of interchanging them up a good bit this season. Jace Walton going to be going. Moses Walton going to be cutting out to the left side of the field, and he is going to be stopped by 4 different Vill Rica defenders. Judah Walker, the initial tackler for the Wildcats. So a loss of about a yard. That will be bringing up a 3rd down and 10 situation. So 3rd down and 10, the way it's going to be sitting at, just at the 32-yard line, the original line of scrimmage at the start of this drive for the Central Lions. 3 receivers right, only one going to be lined up to the left. Harris drops. He is looking. Looks to the far left side of the field. Going to overshoot and throw his man. Flags are going to be coming in. Quite possibly could be getting a pass interference call. That was Avery Tanner, the intended receiver for the Central Lions.
And it's going to be a PI, but that's one you're okay with. Probably saved a touchdown on that.
So a pass interference on Vill Rica. So Central's going to be getting good field position out of it. We're moving up to the 17-yard line near left hash mark as we move from right to left. So moving to the north side of the stadium on the left. As everybody's getting lined up and getting set and making sure the play clock is only at 15 seconds as it continues to tick away. Now closing in on 10 seconds. Central gets set. Tighten in the formation. 2 receivers. To the left. Harris drops. He is looking right. He throws right. Throws. Going to be a caught ball. And reeling that one in will be Jace Walton for the Central Lions. That brings up a second down situation. Gain of close to about 5. It looks like second down and 5 to go.
Reception 5 yards. Second down 5.
Line to gain will be the 8-yard line for the Lions in the red zone for the first time this evening. Xavier Tanner ran back a 64-yard touchdown earlier, and it's Harris going to be on the wide out right side of the field. He's going to walk into the end zone, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Central Lions. J.R. Harris faking everybody out, runs to the right side of the field and up and into the end zone, and that's going to be a touchdown for Central, and they lead it 13-0 with 8:04 to go in the first quarter.
Just about to say, he faked me out up here. I thought Jonas Walton had the ball, and this was going to be a big loss for him.
Because we see Jonas Walton, he was kind of slowly moving left and right in front of us, but then looking at J.R. Harris, I was like, wait a second, J.R. still has the ball. Nobody's catching him. Jake Davis will come in and do the kicking for the PAT. With that score, Southland Auto Owners and Southland Insurance will be making another donation to the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, the PAT. The kick is up, and the kick is through the uprights and good. Timeout on the field with 8:04 left to go in the first quarter of play. Central has a commanding lead of 14-0 over the Vill Rica Wildcats. Let's take a timeout. From Rodney Birchfield Field, this is Friday Night Football in West Georgia on the Craddock Sports Network.
Hightower Family Funeral Homes with locations in Bremen, Carrollton, and Douglasville have been serving the West Georgia area for over 90 years. The Hightower family continues to maintain the level of professionalism, integrity, dignity, and compassion that has been the hallmark of the Hightower Family Funeral Home services throughout the 9+ decades. On any given day, you'll find the Hightowers actually involved with the families and communities in the West Georgia area. Hightower Family Funeral Homes, Bremen, Carrollton, and Douglasville.
We come back to Central High School where J.R. Harris faked everybody out on that previous touchdown, ran it to the left side of the field, or to the right side of the field, cut back up into the end zone. He was hit once, but still made it into the promised land. And we now sit here at 14-0. Central on top of the Vill Rica Wildcats with Michael Miller alongside, and our great cast of characters producing our broadcast on radio and TV. Ball is going to be dropped by Jalen Murphy as it's returning back in for Vill Rica. He gets up in, the ball comes loose again. Central picks it up and walks it into the end zone. It's going to be a touchdown for the Central Lions. We'll get you an identification of who picked that football up. Oh my Lord in heaven there, Michael.
You know, we talked about so much just keeping composure. That was the biggest thing, and so far it's been the complete opposite for Vill Rica. Just a lot of mistakes, and it's just within the first 7 minutes of this football game.
So far, yeah, that's been the biggest mistake for Vill Rica of the night. Losing that football and Central picking it back up. And if we can get a replay up at some point in time, we'll try to see if we can get you who picked that football up and ran it back in. But now Central extends their lead at 20-0 with 7:56 left to go here in this first quarter of play.
You know, they muffed the last kickoff, too. They were lucky and fortunate enough to get back on top of it. Couldn't get back on this one.
So Jake Davis will be back in, and he'll try to kick for another PAT. 2 PAT kicks in a row so far for Central. Snap spot the hole. The kick is up, and the kick is through the uprights and good. With 7:56 left to go in the first quarter of play. It's Central 21. It's Vill Rica nothing. Since we just got back from break, we'll keep it right here. But let's recap that. You know, J.R. Harris had a tremendous touchdown run, faked everybody out really quick. But for Vill Rica, a costly mistake right there for Central just to scoop it up, run it all the way back here for the end zone. I mean, that's kind of like, that's a big gut punch right there for Vill Rica.
It's a massive one, too, because we're talking about just how good this Central offense is and how hard they were to stop, and now you're down by 3 touchdowns within 7 minutes. It's just you cannot play behind in a game like this if you're Vill Rica, and now you're way behind super early in the game.
So down 21-0. It's just the first quarter of the ball game. Of course, I'd like to give a shout-out to Gary and Susan Hewitt at Southland Insurance for making a donation to the West Metro Fellowship of Christian Athletes for every point scored tonight by Central and Vill Rica in tonight's contest. Auto owners and Southland Insurance, multi-policy discounts for every part of your game. And so now Jake Davis will kick the football off from the 40-yard line. Back to Vill Rica. There is going to be the kick. It's a sidewinder of a kick, and they're going to let this one go out of the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it back to the 20-yard line. First down and 10 for Vill Rica. And let's see what Matthew Eubanks and company have dialed up for Vill Rica on their next series of downs. So as Vill Rica will see changing of the guards down there.
And it's kind of odd to say this in the 7 minutes left in the first quarter, but it feels like you got to put a drive together right now
to actually stay into it. So with 7:56 just remaining here in the first quarter, Vill Rica having a little bit of some struggling here tonight so far. Eubanks will be going back in shotgun with 2 receivers out right, 2 going to be to the left as we will be moving from left to right to the south end of the end zone. Send Murphy in motion, hands off to Murphy, runs out to the left side of the field, cuts across the 20, the 25, somersaults across the 30-yard line to the 31-yard line, and that's going to be a John Thornton first down for the Vill Rica Wildcats.
And it may be coming back, just flag down around the 10-yard line.
My goodness. So we'll drop it at the 15-yard line. The Whitehead will. Don't think it'd be a block of the bag, possibly a hold maybe. See what the white hat will stand and
Central alum class of 1997. We would like to wish Coach Brown and the Central Line football team a successful.
I'm trying to read the lips here. It looks like he's saying personal foul. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Central.
Coach Brown not pleased with that call.
No, not at all. And he's asking for an explanation too. So before they get plays started. So Vill Rica did get the first down. They had to get just across the 30-yard line. They did that to the 31, so got a gain of 11 plus the 15-yard penalty, which is going to be tacked on. And now they will be sitting at 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line. Ball will be spotted between the hash marks right above the tail. Lion logo right in the center of the field.
Wildcats will have 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Vill Rica has the football. Eubanks is sending a man in motion. This time turns, hands the football off, cuts right up to the center of the field. Is going to be Emmanuel Ajay. Another flag going to be coming in, it looks like. Goodness. And things are looking to be getting a little bit chippy down there, Michael.
And what kind of reminded me of what we saw last night in the Cowboys-Eagles game. That was extremely chippy from the get-go.
And especially for one particular player that got ejected for, if you saw the game last night, if you remember, or at least sports this morning on the highlights. So unsportsmanlike conduct against Vill Rica, so that will back Vill Rica up 15 yards. Oh, and unsportsmanlike conduct. So back-to-back unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. We'll be bringing up 4th down and long, or excuse me, 2nd down and long, I should say, from the 34-yard line. Line to gain is going to be the Central 44-yard line. So 20 yards they've got to work with, Vill Rica. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Eubanks looks left, throws left after the snap on the ball. He's going to get rolled overhead just at about the 40-yard line. Pass is going to be complete to Josiah Walker. It's like Lance Simmons, one of the initial tacklers for Central. Bring up about 3rd down and 16 from the 41, near the 41-yard line.
And again, first quarter, but I wonder if you just kind of try to get half of this back and then let them go for it on 4th down already.
21-0 is your score. Under 7 minutes to play. 3rd down and long. Vill Rica has the football. Vill Rica coming into today's contest at 0-2. Central coming in at 3-0. They go trips out right side of the field. 3 wide receivers. Dropping back is going to be Eubanks this time. Eubanks rolling out to the right side of the field. Cuts back up to the center of the field. He's going to get wrapped up. Body slam down to the field. And that was going to be Nazeel Mitchell, the senior linebacker. That'll bring a 4th down situation, and Vill Rica will be sending the punting unit out, and they'll be kicking that football back to the Central Lions. So Central will take a couple of steps back for the 20-yard line on the deep return. Eubanks will be doing the punting.
It's going to be frustrating for Vill Rica, too, because they're running the ball pretty well, but they keep hurting themselves with penalties and moving them back.
So 4th, no doubt, that's very, very true, and something they're going to have to correct really, really quickly. That's going to be a high punt. High punt just out of bounds is going near the 30, probably about the 32, 33-yard line. Central will have the football, 1st down and 10, as we will be moving from right to left. Let's go ahead and get you an update on some of the other scores in the area this evening. No surprise here across town at Carrollton High School. Carrollton up 30-0 on the Lithia Springs Lions. And then 0-0 score between Haralson County and Putnam County tonight. Mount Zion on top of Chattooga, 7-0. And Temple and South Atlanta scoreless. Last update, Bremen on top of the McNair Mustangs, 14-6 right now. That one's still in the first quarter of play. Central leads it here 21-0 in the first quarter. So from the Central 34-yard line, J.R. Harris will send 2 receivers out right side of the field, 1 to the left. Calls for the snap, turns, hands the football off. No, fakes the handoff. It'll be a little RPO action. Spins around, brought down. That's going to be a Lance Simmons will be the receiver. That'll get him enough for a John Thornton 1st down right across the 45-yard line. Great play there.
That was a great play and great decisions right now by JR. Had the read option, had a great play, and then on the RPO making the right decision again.
Hey, remember, experience transparent pricing at a pressure-free environment at John Thornton Buick GMC today. They're our 1st down sponsor. Here this evening, John Thornton 1st down for Central. 1st down and 10. Near the 48-yard line. Ball spotted right between the hash marks. As we're moving to the left, sending a man in motion. That will be Avery Tanner. Turns, fakes the give. It's going to be wrapped up. J.R. Harris is going to be sacked. He is going to be sacked, and coming in is going to be Dante Carlisle. And with that sack, another groceries will be headed to the Community Christian Council Food Bank in Haralson County and Tallapoosa, courtesy of Thrift Town Groceries. Whether you're looking for fresh produce, custom cut meats, or just love saving money, Thrift Town has got you covered in Bremen. Loss of 5. It's going to be 2nd down and about 15 to go with 4:40. The clock continuing to tick away here in the first quarter. go 3 receivers for the Central Lions to the right side of the field. Sending Jace Walton in motion. Driving back is going to be Harris. Harris throws, caught by Ivester. Ivester across the 50, the 45, the 40. He's on the left side of the field. Flags are going to be coming in. Ran out of bounds near the 30-yard line. That was Jake Ivester on that reception. And we have flags on the field, so let's see which direction this is going to be going towards. Central is hoping it's going towards Vill Rica because that was a great run by Jake Ivester. Great reception.
I don't think I really saw a hold there, so I'm not completely sure what this call is going to be.
So the officials are down on the field having a conversation just to get a double check of everything. So they're waving the penalty off. It's not going to be a penalty, but it'll be a John Thornton first down for the Central Lions. 31 yards on that carry, on that reception there. Jake Ivester. Tremendous run down across the field. Central has the football. It's first down and 10, 31-yard line. Moving left side of the field, they go pistol. 2 receivers, right, 1 lined up to the left. Taking the snap, turns, hands the football off across the 30-yard line. Getting across to near the 29-yard line. Jonas Walton going to be on that carry. So gain of close to about a couple of yards, bringing up second down and 8.
Gain was 2. Second down and 8.
Second down and 8 is what we will be seeing here. They still go back pistol look again. Receivers to the right, 2 of them are. Taking this another snap, turns, hands the football back off to Walton again. I think this time that is going to be Jace Walton on the carry. Not much doing there. Go lose about a yard, bringing up third down and 9.
I know Vill Rica's done a really good job against the run so far, but I have no answer for the pass.
So third down, moving back to the near the 30-yard line, so it'll be third down and about 9 to go. Again, Central is going to be spreading wide out with Vill Rica bringing about 3 guys to the front line on defense. Play clock at 10 seconds. J.R. Harris goes, changes up the play as he shouts back to his men right directly in front of him. He drops back in that shotgun look, rolls out to the right side of the field. Going to be throwing. It's going to be caught ball. Jonas Walton. Walton across the 20-yard line, down to the 19-yard line, and that will be another John Thornton first down for Central.
Vill Rica's had him on 2 third and longs, just can't get off the field.
While we have a break of the action, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Friday Night Football on the Graddick Sports Network.
You're listening to high school football coverage on B92 Country, WBGR FM, Carrollton.
J.R. Harris is going to be back in, and quarterback turns, hands the football here on this first down, will power his way through and make a journey up the center to the 16-yard line. Gio's going to be on the tackle there. That is D'Angelo Patillo on the tackle, I should say. Gain of about 4, bringing up about second down and 6.
Gain was 4 for Central. Second down 6.
So the first down marker will just be right at the 10-yard line is what Central needs to gain. Harris is waiting for the snap. He takes it. He's looking at the right side of the field. He's throwing and overshoots his intended receiver, which I believe may have been a Lanston Simmons over that way. Possibly Griffin Bass, I think. One of the 2. It was incomplete, so now it brings up a third down and 6.
That's one of the rare few times a game that JR is going to give you a bad ball right there, and Vill Rica could have taken advantage of that. It looked like the corner over there had a good read on him, but didn't turn around in time.
Clock is stopped at minute 21. Central leads at 21-0. Both teams have all 3 timeouts left on a wild first half for the Central Lions, capitalizing on a couple of Vill Rica mistakes here this evening. Spins, hands football. Harris is going to roll out, fakes the gift, spun around, and he is brought down because he goes in the right direction, and he says, nope, can't go that way. Tries to spin back around, but still met by a couple of Vill Rica defenders to bring him down. It's going to be bringing up a 4th down and 11th situation. So as you look again on the replay, he was going out to the right, pumped the brakes a little bit, and then he was just met by Vill Rica. So now it's going to be attempting Jake Davis this is going to be a 37-yard field goal, it looks like, kicking it off from the 27-yard line. So we have a 37-yard field goal attempt from Jake Davis. Well, it's 4th down and 11. There's a snap spot. The hold. The kick is high. It doesn't have the distance. Does it? The kick is good. So from 37 yards out, the Central Lions will extend the lead at 24-0 with 28 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Wow. Central's came out quick here in this opening quarter. Not the opening half. Well, I mean, the opening half, but just the opening quarter tonight. And I think Vill Rica is going to be having to make some massive changes coming up at halftime.
You know what's interesting about those? I feel like you could make the debate that Vill Rica's kind of won the line of scrimmage on both sides at this point. They're still down by 24.
So Coach Barron was talking about this back in Coach's Clinic as we're watching the double vision. If you're watching with us on the video stream tonight on Facebook, YouTube, and 24 Strong TV, brought to you by Independent Benefits Consulting, the fuel that powers employer health benefits. But Coach Barron was talking about, we got to stay composed if we want to play well tonight. And I think there's a lot of times they have not been composed this evening, which is unfortunate because, a great staff and a lot of great players on this Vill Rica team, too. They're just having a rough start to the night tonight.
Definitely like they're pressing on both sides.
Jake Davis will kick that football back off from the 40-yard line at high into the Carrollton night sky, and it will go into the end zone. They'll bring that football back out to the 20-yard line, and Vill Rica will have it 1st down and 10 from the 20, moving from left to right with about 28 seconds left to go here in the first quarter of play. Also want to remind you, tonight's broadcast on Facebook, YouTube, and 24 Strong TV, brought to you by the First Baptist Church of Vill Rica, Highway 78, there in Vill Rica, where Kevin Williams, Dr. Kevin Williams, is the senior pastor. And if you go to church there, be sure to give him a laurel and hearty handshake and a pat on the back and say, "Good job, preacher," and roll tide.
I didn't be saying that.
Well, I'm sure he said that from the pulpit a time or two. Score update from across town. Carrollton up 30-0 in the first quarter on top of Lithia Springs tonight. As we get our live social media comments, don't forget to drop us a comment if you're watching on Facebook this evening. We'll be sure to give you a shout out here on the air tonight. Thanks for being with us. Seth Kane here with you. Michael Miller along to my right. And it looks like we got a timeout by the Vill Rica Wildcats. Well, they're going to take a timeout. We'll take a quick one with them. Timeout on the field. 28 seconds to play in the first quarter. Central leads it 24-0 right here from Lion Valley on the Graddock Sports Network.
Hello, I'm Keith Runnels with Merrill & Associates. We want to be your one-stop shop for all your HVAC needs. We repair, replace, install, and maintain all your home and commercial HVAC equipment. We still believe that integrity and honesty along with outstanding customer service is what sets us apart from all of our competition. Turn to the experts and give us a call at Merrill & Associates, 770-834-7330. You'll be glad you did.
We come back to Lion Valley. Central taking a timeout here, Vill Rica taking a timeout here in the first quarter. They only have the 2 remaining. Central still has all 3. It's 24-0. Central with the lead. They had opening touchdown, 7-0, 14-0 touchdown. J.R. Harris getting in, and then they capitalized on a Vill Rica fumble there on the kickoff after Central scored. J.R. Harris scoring that second touchdown. Capitalized on that, ran that one back in for the touchdown. 21-0, and then Jake Davis just kicked a 37-yard field goal. And that's where we stand right now. It's 24-0 Central on top of the Vill Rica Wildcats here in this 52nd edition of the Carroll County Catfight. Seth Kane, Michael Miller here with you. Thanks for joining us here across the network tonight, wherever you might be listening and watching tonight. And if you're watching tonight, drop us a comment. Let us know where you're watching from this evening. We'll give you a shout out from wherever you might be listening right here in West Georgia or maybe at some other part of the world. Brandon Falk, give a shout out to his Central Lions here tonight. Of course, our Facebook Live comments tonight brought to you by Andy Brown State Farm in Vill Rica. Vill Rica has the football. It's 1st down and 10, the 20-yard line. Ball spotted on the far left hash mark. Eubanks drops back. He rolls out right side of the field, and he's going to keep matters into his own hands and keep it on the quarterback keeper. He'll get a gain of close to about maybe 2, possibly 3. So it looks like to be a gain of only 2, second down and 8.
I'd be surprised if they run a play here, too. There's 8 seconds left in the quarter.
I think they're just going to let the clock run out. 7 seconds left to go, and that's what Vill Rica will do, because as soon as they break the huddle, the clock is going to run out, and it does. And the first quarter has come to a close. Well, what's been a one-sided ball game already. The Central Lions, they lead it 24-0 as we head to the end of the first quarter. We come back, we flip the football field. We'll be moving from right to left on the other side of the break. Our coverage of Friday Night Football and the 52nd edition of the Carroll County Cat Fight continues after this on the Graddock Sports Network.
Find your future at West Georgia Technical College. Right here in West Georgia, we offer hands-on, career-ready training for today's high-demand jobs. Whether you want to start a new career or level up your skills, you can graduate in 2 years or less without the debt. Our programs are fast, affordable, and designed to get you working. Plus, high school students can jumpstart their education, earning college credit with our dual enrollment program. Start your journey at West Georgia Technical College. Learn more at westgatech.edu.
Back in my day, we didn't level concrete. We just tripped over it and called it a character building experience. When your sidewalks are more unstable than your situationship, Raised Right Concrete Leveling is here to smooth things over. Raised Right is a great alternative to replacing concrete. They use an expanding polyurethane foam to raise, level, and stabilize your slab, filling the voids that cause your concrete to sink, providing a permanent fix for half the cost. Visit RaisedItRight.com today or call 404-796-5569.
And we come back to Roy Richards Memorial Stadium at Ronnie Birchfield Field. Brand new quarter of play, brand new 12 minutes, second quarter now. Central has the lead 24-0 on top of the Vill Rica Wildcats, but Vill Rica has the football at second down and 8 to go. Turns, hands the football off, cuts across the right side of the field, and will make his across the 25-yard line. And not enough for the first down, probably to about the 27-yard line. It looks like where the spot's going to be. It'll be third down and about 3. That was Jason Hart that was on the carry for the Vill Rica Wildcats. A lot of teams, they like to put their numbers on the side of the helmets, but noticing this from Vill Rica, they have theirs on the back of their helmets. It's third down and 3. They're at the 27-yard line. Central shifting around on defense. Eubanks drops back. He looks to the right side of the field, throws, and going to way overshoot his intended receiver. KJ Jackson, I believe, was the player on the field. That's going to be the incomplete pass.
Be a first down as well for Vill Rica, and then get a PI.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. So a pass interference on Central. That will be a first down for Vill Rica. John Thornton first down. Remember, experience transparent pricing and pressure-free environment at John Thornton Buick GMC today. So Central will move up. It's going to be first down and 10. Moving from right to left. Ball will be moved to between the hash marks, a little bit further on the right side of the field at the 42-yard line. Central come with 3 to the front line. Kind of tightening up that defensive box there, kind of stacking it up a little bit. It's having to be moving around, taking a shotgun snap. We got moved, got to be on the way. I think Vill Rica kind of got a little bit happy there, and that should be backing them up 5 yards. So it is a false start against Vill Rica. That'll back them up 5 yards to bring up a first down and 15.
We may end up tying that Oxford game at this rate. I don't know.
True. Well, that went about 2 weeks ago. That was a lot of penalties in the first week of football that week for the state of Alabama. But tonight, it's been a lot tonight. And unfortunately, Vill Rica has been having a hard time trying to overcome some of these penalties this evening. They go 2 receivers out left, 1 lined up to the right side of the field. Eubanks, and we got another movement on Vill Rica, and it looks like it'll be another 5 yards to bring up a first down and 20.
Flag on the play is illegal procedure, false start against the Wildcats.
So just over and over again, just the whole composure aspect from Coach Barron is just not. It's not with Vill Rica tonight.
Yeah, they're having a hard time with it. So first down and 20, moving to the north side of the field on the left side. So we'll see what Eubanks as he sends two receivers to the left side of the field. Only one going to be lined up to the right. He'll send a man in motion going right behind. And let's see, he keeps the football in the quarterback keeper. He's wrapped up, and he is brought down. And he is going to be sacked right behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like Jaden Jones going to be one of the initial tacklers there. And, of course, with that sack, another sack of groceries headed to the Community Christian Council Food Bank in Haralson County, courtesy of Thrift Town Groceries. Second down, long to go.
That's right. A little chippiness again after that play, also, which I don't usually like that in a lot of games, but I think it's kind of good in rivalry games.
A little bit of rivalry, just as long as you don't take it too far. So second down and a country mile to go. Line to gain is going to be the Central 48. Eubanks drops back again. He is looking. He is still looking. He is going to throw a little short pass, going to be caught. Picking up by Andrew Jones. Andrew's going to get it across the 45-yard line, and he should be picking up enough for a Vill Rica first down. But we got a flag on the field, too, so hold your horses, folks.
It looked like that may have came after the play also.
I think so. Because we've had quite a few unsportsmanlike conduct penalties so far tonight.
Maybe we may be getting another one. Oh, no.
Face mask against Central. So that's going to be huge for Vill Rica.
Face mask is a call against Central.
See if Vill Rica can take advantage of it. They've had a couple of big plays in this game and it just comes back because they keep shooting themselves in the foot with penalties.
So not only is that a John Thornton for two back-to-back John Thornton first downs. Let's say hello to Chet Henderson, is watching in from Columbia, South Carolina tonight. Home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. Chet, thanks for watching here this evening. Glad to have you along here with us. Taking the shotgun snap is going to be Eubanks. Eubanks hands the football off. He'll hand it off that time to Emmanuel A.J. A.J. will get it across the 25-yard line to about the 24-yard line. Gain of close to about 5 there. Second down and 5.
Second down and 6.
Or second down 6, I should say. Beg pardon. Second down 6. 9:40 is on the clock. Central leads 24-0 on Vill Rica, but Vill Rica is trying to find the promised land. So as we spread out the formation, it's two receivers left. One will be lined up to the right side. Eubanks will turn and hand the football off. Could have got the center of the field. He is not going to get that much far on his trek up the field. And carrying that football is going to be Javon McDuffie. Brock Roberts will be making the tackle there, the junior linebacker. That's a third down situation.
Check the spot. Gain of 1.
So looking at third down.
Third down 4.
At about 4 to go. Looking at the line to gain near the 18-yard line, still in Central territory. Vill Rica looking to get into the red zone, and they're about a couple of yards from it. Turns, throws across the center of the field, batted away, in and out of the hands is going to be incomplete. Eubanks' pass is going to be incomplete to Jason Hart, and that's a fourth down situation. And I mean, you're kind of close enough to kick a field goal, but with this situation right here, I think Vill Rica might be going for it.
Yeah, it's fourth and manageable, and 3 points really isn't going to do anything for you, I think, at this point in the game.
So got to be going for that 6 points right here.
They've been good on the ground, but they just can't get anything going through the air.
No, not at all. 2 wide left, 1 lined up to the right. Low snap, turns, hands football. Offense going to be wrapped up. Ball is going to be coming down. Emmanuel A.J. will not advance across the first down marker. It's going to be a turnover on downs. And Central will be getting the football back. First down and 10.
Yeah, I just don't like the decision there from Vill Rica in terms of, on third down. If you're going to go for it on fourth down, you might as well run the ball on third down. Then you can set yourself up for a pass on fourth, but go in reverse order and get it on fourth.
So now we'll see a first down and 10 for the Central Lions. They'll hold on to the football with 8:29 to go here in the second quarter of play. Looking at other scores from around the area tonight, Temple and South Atlanta scoreless tonight. Kevin Williams checking in. Appreciate you, sir. Checking in on Facebook for us tonight. So now play clock at 6 seconds as J.R. Harris, they send 4 wide in a bunch formation. Driving back is going to be Harris. Looks to the left side of the field. Throws. It's going to be a caught ball. It's going to be a caught football. He's on the way to the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Strike up the Notre Dame march. It's going to be a touchdown for the Central Lions. Alanson Simmons running that football in. It's now a 30-0 ball game here in the second quarter.
And that's just the kind of stuff that happens to you when nothing's going your way on a night like that. It was an underthrown ball, got tipped, and still ends up being about an 80-yard touchdown for Central.
My goodness. 80 yards on that touchdown reception there. My goodness, J.R. Harris connecting with Alanson Simmons there. What a great run. And Central now up 30-0. We're waiting for Jake Davis to kick the PAT with that score. Southland Insurance making another donation to the West Metro Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Auto owners and Southland Insurance, a multi-policy discounts for every part of your game. We had a flag on the field. I didn't catch that. Unsportsmanlike conduct. So they will assess that on the kickoff. Jake Davis going to kick the football. J.R. Harris doing the holding. There's a snap spot. The kick is high, and the kick is good. Timeout on the field with 8:19 left to go in the second quarter of play. Central leads at 31-0 on top of the Vill Rica Wildcats. Our coverage of the 52nd annual Carroll County Catfight continues after this timeout on the Graddick Sports Network.
Huddle up, wing lovers, and double your count for less on Wing Tuesdays at Buffalo Wild Wings. When you buy one order of traditional wings, get one for 50% off. No time to dine? Order for delivery and wing it up with a crew at home. Or pick up takeout when you're on the go. Limit one per order, not valid with any other offers. Additional terms and conditions apply. Huddle up for Wing Tuesday at Buffalo Wild Wings.
80 yards on a touchdown. J.R. Harris connecting with Alanson Simmons for the Central Lions. PAT was good, extending their lead at 31-0 on top of the Vill Rica Wildcats here in the 52nd edition of the Carroll County Catfight. I'm Seth Kane. Michael Miller is to my right. Riley Jones and Brittany Yates producing our broadcast. Back at our network studios in Studio 921 on the radio side of things, Patrick Glory and Russell Smith. Also producing our broadcast on the video side of things. Glad to have them here with us tonight as well, and a great job being done by all the students from the College and Career Academy campuses here in Carroll County Schools. Now, if you'd like some more information about Carroll County Schools, please log on to carrollcountyschools.com. Because remember, at Carroll County Schools, we are positively changing lives with premier teachers, premier leaders, and premier schools. Let's kick it off. There's an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty just a few moments ago. Back to the 25-yard line. Central will kick the football off. Back to the Vill Rica Wildcats. Told me leather, and it's going to be high into the night sky here in Lion Valley. Going to be fielded back at about the 25-yard line. Cuts across the 30, 35, 40, 45. Flags are going to be coming again. Surprise, surprise. And we'll see what this one will be called. But they can get you the first official spot.
Looks like Tom Brady threw that flag. Man.
Oh, yeah.
30 yards.
If he's got that kind of an arm, we probably need to get him somewhere on Sundays. Atlanta, perhaps?
I think Michael Penix has got it.
Yeah, he'll be all right this year. 31-0 is your score right now. Still. So holding against Vill Rica.
Against the Wildcats.
So Vill Rica will have the holding call on that penalty. And we're moving the football back to, so we'll wait for the umpire to place the football. He's going to place it at the 36-yard line. So we're looking at first down and 10 from the 36-yard line. Vill Rica with the football on the far left hash mark. Or the far right hash mark, I should say. So we're moving from right to left as you're listening and watching this evening. Two receivers to the left side of the field, one lined up to the right, sending a man in motion back and forth. Turns, hands the football off there from Eubanks. Eubanks to AJ. Emmanuel AJ cuts across the 40-yard line. He'll be brought down right at the 40-yard line. Gain of close to about 4, bringing up second down and 6.
Gain of 4 for the Wildcats.
They still got over half of the first half to go.
I know, it's less than 7:50 to play, under the 8-minute mark. Second down and about 6 to go. Gain of only about 4 yards. We're just sitting at the 40-yard line. Vill Rica with a football. This time it's going to hand off to AJ again. AJ is trying to lunge his way across the first down marker, and I believe he's got it, and that's going to be another first down, a John Thornton first down for the Vill Rica Wildcats.
Just one or two for Coach Berenson there thinking, you're running the ball so well, you're defending the run pretty well. Just take away some of these mistakes early in the game, but how different this could be right now.
So first down and 10. John Thornton first down. Seeing the moon hanging overhead here tonight, shining brightly. All right, first down and 10. Hands it off to AJ again from Eubanks. Across the 50s in Central Territory, across the 45. And finally brought down from behind. And making the initial tackle for Central will be Walker Brett, the sophomore. Not enough for the first down, but he's going to get a good gain there. Close to about 9 there, bringing up second down and 1. So second and 1. Let's see what Vill Rica will have dialed up here as they send 2 receivers to the right side of the field. See Andrew Jones, one of the wide receivers, 3 wide now. Eubanks throws to the left, going to be a caught ball just right across the 40-yard line. 35 will be ran out of bounds and near the 30, about the 32-yard line. That's another John Thornton first down. 4 to Max Garfield, one of the wide receivers. Another John Thornton first down for Vill Rica.
Completion is to the 32.
So Vill Rica, the last couple times they've gotten, marching down the field methodically and have always gotten so close to either getting into the red zone or getting into the red zone, but not being very fruitful in there this evening. So let's see if that's going to be changing right here. Send a man in motion, which is going to be Jason Hart. Eubanks hands the football off. I believe that's going to be AJ again for Vill Rica, and he's going to get mad. You've got about 3 Central guys coming in and introducing themselves. I believe AJ on the ball. So Walker Britt going to be the initial tackler there for Central. No gain, second and 10.
And as you're talking about, Vill Rica moving the ball down the field well, then getting pretty lethargic, getting stuck down in the red zone. They're not quite at the red zone yet, but you already see the run game starting to slow down a little bit and putting more pressure on the passing game, and they haven't been able to adjust to it.
Clock takes away at 5:40 and counting. 31-0 is your score. Central with the lead over Vill Rica. Eubanks drops back. He is looking, still looking. Throws across the center of the field. Overshoots his intended receiver. No flags are going to be coming in, and that will be bringing up third down and 10. So good pressure there by Vill Rica's defense. Central's defense, I should say, down here in the far end of the field. But Eubanks was kind of running a little bit out of time.
That's unfortunate, too, because it felt like he had a lot of time to throw back there, but nobody's getting open.
Could have made a ham sandwich in the process of how much time he had to throw that football, so couldn't find anybody wide open there. Third down, 10 to go. We're at the 32-yard line, near left hash mark. 2 receivers going to be going out right. This is Jalen Murphy and Jason Hart for Vill Rica. AJ will be standing at sidecar right, and we got a stoppage of play. Central going to be taking their first time out of the half, and we'll take one with them. Timeout on the field with 5:31 left to go in the second quarter of play. Central commands the lead at 31-0 on top of the Vill Rica Wildcats. Let's take a timeout from Lion Valley on the Granite Sports Network.
No matter where you have to go, your feet have to get you there. Soul Roots knows this better than anyone. That's why they are dedicated to taking care of you and your feet. Soul Roots offers the latest styles of the absolute best brands of shoes with your feet in mind, featuring Hoka, Ulta, and On Running shoes. Come in and get your free fitting by one of their fit experts. That's Soul Roots Running Company, 150 Maple Crossing, Suite 101. Online at soulrootsracing.com.
We come back to Rodney Birchfield Field at Roy Richards Memorial Stadium here on the campus of Central High School in Carrollton. Central has a 31-0 lead with 5:31 left to go in the first half. Don't forget, we got halftime going to be coming up for you here. And if you're watching us on Facebook, 24 Strong TV, or on Graddick Sports on YouTube, you'll be enjoying our halftime programs tonight by the Vill Rica and Central bands this evening. And if you're listening to us on the radio, we'll recap what happened in the first half, and Mike Paris is going to break down what's happening in some of the fall sports across Carroll County schools. That and so much more on the way here in just a bit. Eubanks takes it on that third down and will hand the football off to, I believe, AJ that time. Emmanuel AJ is not going to be going anywhere. I believe that was Jonas Walton making the initial tackle for the Central Lions. They will lose probably about 4 yards, bringing up fourth down and 14. Doubt they're going to be punting, but there's a little bit too close for comfort there, but we'll see. I think they're going to be going for it. Vill Rica is, which you can't blame them right here.
They might as well, man.
Down 31-0. So it's a fourth down. Vill Rica will go for it. AJ stands in at sidecar left. Eubanks drops back. He is still looking. Flush to the pocket. Going to get hit from behind as he is throwing. Ball's going to be incomplete. And it's going to be broken up by Central. And I think that was broken up, I believe, one of the Walton. No, that's actually was going to be Cannon Jones there. Breaking that football up. Ball's going to be turned over and down. Central has the football, first down and 10.
A little bit of taunting going on playing Purple Rain.
As part of the rivalry between these two teams.
A little early for that, I think.
Not going to call any names out here in the press box who's controlling the music, but that's part of about a good old long-time standing rivalry between these two. So J.R. Harris has the football with first down and 10 for the Central Lions. They'll spot the ball just at the 35-yard line. We're moving from left to right. Near right, Hashmar taking the shotgun snap, turns, hands the football, is spun, brought down, and not going to be making that much. I believe that's Zaylen Person that was on the carry for Central, and they'll lose maybe about 3, possibly 4 yards there, bringing up second down at about 14. Holland was going to be on the tackle for Vill Rica. So second down and 15, loss of 5. They'll move it to the near about the 32 is where the ball will be spotted. Kind of almost fully between the hash marks. Still on the near right side. As we're moving from right to left, taking another shotgun snap is Harris. Harris looks across the center of the field. It's going to be a caught football. That's going to be a caught football by the Central Lions. And that was Jake Ivester making the reception. Another John Thornton first down for the Central Lions.
Central's been shut down on the ground really in this game, but everything over the middle has been wide open.
So let's see what J.R. Harris and company is going to be doing again. Timmy Trumpets in the background playing this evening. 31-0 is going to be your score. First down and 10. That was another John Thornton first down. Harris takes a snap. He'll turn. He'll hand the football off. Across the 50, the 45 on the right side of the field. Looks like almost could have been a horse collar call right there, but no flags were going to be coming out. And that was Jonas Walton on the carry.
I'm surprised one didn't get thrown right there. I was just waiting for it. And that looked pretty clear to me from up here.
Yeah, it did. There is a flag. It is horse collar. That will be against Vill Rica, so that's going to help Central. So that horse collar penalty will be helping Central and give them another first down on that 15-yard penalty. And we'll have a first down and 10. Another John Thornton first down for the Central Lions. They'll move the football just to the 31-yard line. See what J.R. Harris will have up his sleeve here on this next series of downs. Given the Central Lions, 2 receivers out left. Harris turns, hands the football off, and I believe that's one of the Walton boys. He'll try to push his way across the 30 to about the 28. Jonas Walton, I believe, was on that carry. Actually, may have been Jace Walton. So it was Jace Walton, beg pardon. So gain of 3, second down and 7. So second down and 7, and Central is moving methodically down the field. 2:40, and the clock continues to run. Play clock at 15 seconds. Harris calls for the snap again, and we got movement, flags coming in. False start against Central. At that, we'll move them back 5 yards.
Against Central.
So from a second and 7 to a second and 12.
You know, I've been extremely impressed. Obviously, watching Central the first couple times we got into Washington, very good football team, but they are kind of having a little bit of a penalty issue. Looks at these first couple weeks, having a lot of mistakes.
Russell Smith praising the good Lord back here. Been having some struggles with our on-air monitor up here, but it's fixed. We're all good to go. Throw's going to be caught football, far left side of the field. Bringing that one in is going to be Avery Tanner. Avery Tanner brings that football in and gets across the 20-yard line. That's going to be another John Thornton first down for the Central Lions. Into the red zone. First down and 10.
First and 10 Central.
Here at about the 16-yard line, it looks like. Actually, about the 17-yard line, beg pardon, is where they'll spot the football, first and 10. So Central's going to have it dialed up here, taking another shotgun snap. Turns, hands the football off to one of the Walton brothers. Will get across the 20-yard line to about the 17-yard line. Only a gain of about 1. That'll be second down and 9.
I've been saying that the entire game. Just every time Central lines up and runs the football, it's only a gain of 1 to 3 yards each carry.
I believe that was Jace Walton on that carry. Interchanging between him and his brother over the course of this year. And sometimes we've been seeing Jace Walton playing in one of the wide receiver spots at certain times this year. Second down and 9, only gain of about a yard. Line of gain is going to be the 9-yard line. Time spun around. He went nowhere, because number 11, Omar Holland, coming in, making the tackle for Vill Rica. Make him lose a yard, bring him back third down and 10 at the original line of scrimmage.
You know, we've seen Central in third and long, it feels like time and time again, but Vill Rica just haven't been able to defend a pass on third and long.
Under a minute to play, 31-0 is your score right at the present moment. Third down, 10 to go. Moving back in the gun again is going to be Harris. He is flush to the pocket. He throws across the center of the field. It is going to be incomplete. Intended for Jonas Walton, but Omar Holland was down there.
Flag.
We have another flag, yeah.
Pass is incomplete. Flag on the play.
So it is going to be an eligible receiver downfield. That penalty is going to be declined.
Call against Central. That penalty being declined
will result in a fourth down. And we'll see Jake Davis come back out onto the football field, and he's going to attempt another field goal. He attempted a 37-yarder earlier in the ball game. That's what got Central up at 24-0 back in the first quarter of play. He'll kick this one off from the 25, so it's going to be a 35-yard field goal attempt. They will kick it from the far left hash mark. So he lines up the field, play clock at 10 seconds. It continues to tick away. Snap, spot, the hold. The kick is up, but we got movement, and flags will be coming in. I'm sure that's probably going to be on Vill Rica. It is. So offsides for Vill Rica.
And break for Central in the missed field goal.
Yeah. And so now, since it's a 5-yard penalty, bringing up fourth down and 5. The kicking unit is coming off the field. J.R. Harris will go back out in a quarterback. Running back onto the field again is going to be Rhett Nelson. Rhett Nelson wears number 14, will be one of the receivers to the far left side of the field. 2 receivers lined up to the right And it looks like we have another movement of play. Vill Rica again, and that's going to be a first down for the Central Lions.
I mean, that just sums up the entire game, in my opinion, right there. Just you got on 4th and 10 and 2 offsides back-to-back, giving Central a first down.
And the composure that Coach Barron was talking about back in Coach's Clinic earlier in the night tonight of our broadcast, something Vill Rica has been struggling with tonight. So that's going to be first and goal from the 8-yard line. So first and goal from the 8-yard line. Let's see what Central will have dialed up. I think they're just going to take a knee. Nope, they actually are going to be running a play to Jonas Walton. He is standing up, walking right into the end zone. Touchdown for the Central Lions. Jonas Walton, and they extend their lead to 37-0 with 31 seconds left to go in the first half. And with that score, auto owners and Southland Insurance will be making another donation to the West Metro Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Big thanks to Gary and Susan Hewitt for making those donations.
Yeah, I tell you what, Jonas Walton moves a little different than I think most people right there.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, there's nothing you can do about that.
He was not listed as an HAC Super 11 for nothing, by the way, which they gave him that award tonight. The PAT is up through the uprights, and the kick is good. 38-0 with 31 seconds to go in the first half. Central has taken command early and often here in this first half. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. They'll kick the ball back to Vill Rica on the other side of the break. This is Friday Night Football in West Georgia on the Graddock Sports Network.
Hey, truckers. Been canceled by your current insurance company? Are your premiums too high? Southeastern Insurance Associates is here to help. With down payments as low as 10% and monthly payments as low as $1,000, you need to call Southeastern Insurance Associates. From big rigs to box trucks, hot shots to pickups, call an agent for your free quote today at 678-664-2838 or stop by the office at 740 Bankhead Highway in Carrollton. Southeastern Insurance Associates.
We come back to Ronnie Birchfield Field where J.R. Harris connected with Jonas Walton on that previous touchdown. 38-0 is your score right now as Central has just opened up a big way here tonight over Vill Rica. Fielding that football back at the 5-yard line. Return man for Vill Rica gets across the 20, the 25, 30, 35. Will spot the football just at the close to the 36-yard line. Vill Rica will have the football first down and 10 with 25 seconds to work with before we head into the locker room. Looking at the timeout situation, both teams have just 2 timeouts remaining here in this first half. Seth Kane, Michael Miller here with you. Riley Jones, Brittany Yates producing our broadcast on the radio side. On the video side of things tonight is Patrick Glory and Russell Smith and company, and the great team we have here filming our games tonight from College and Career Academy here at Carroll County Schools. Hands the football off. Did we have another flag come in, Michael?
I thought I saw one on the kickoff, but I think it's just 2 guys throwing on the Vill Rica sideline.
So on the carry, gain of close to about 3, bringing up second down and 7. But I think they're just going to let the clock run out because it continues to tick away. So no flag on the play. So the clock is going to run out, and we are headed into the locker room where the Central Lions, they have a commanding lead right now, 38-0 on top of the Vill Rica Wildcats. But Vill Rica, they will get the football to start the second half. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, if you're watching on Facebook Live, 24 Strong TV, and on YouTube, you will be watching our halftime performances from the Vill Rica Marching Band under the direction of Kevin Brown and Ann Wilson, and the Central Marching Band under the direction of Miss Riley Mitchell. That's all going to be on the way next, online on Graddock Sports on Facebook, 24 Strong TV, and Graddock Sports on YouTube. If you're listening on the radio tonight, Michael Miller and I, we will come back and give you a recap of what happened in the first half. And, of course, halftime from Mike Paris and so much more. That's going to be on the other side of the break. It's halftime. Central leads 38-0 on top of the Vill Rica Wildcats. Our coverage of Friday Night Football in West Georgia continues after this timeout on the Graddock Sports Network.
You call the play.
Carroll County Schools Superintendent, Mr. Scott Coward, and Vill Rica High School Principal, Dr. Mike Badowski, we proudly present the Vill Rica High School Marching Wildcats. The band is being led onto the field by drum majors Chloe Robertson and Caden Smith. The band is under the direction of R. Kevin Brown and Ann Wilson. They are assisted by Kylie Lord. Russell Bennett is the woodwind instructor. The color guard director is John Lewis, who is assisted by David Spell. The percussion director is Jackie Moore, and the percussion instructor is Isaiah Hill. The Vill Rica Marching Wildcats proudly present their 2025 show, It's Our Time, featuring music selections from Rob McConnell, Singers Unlimited. Tonight, the band will perform Movement 1, You Are, and Movement 2, We Are. Drum majors, Chloe Robertson and Caden Smith, is your band ready? Ladies and gentlemen, the Marching Wildcats.
Right, Stan, I better put the roof over there. That whole gun down there, the whole damn stampede background. Really? Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Carroll County School Superintendent Mr. Scott Cowart and Central High School Principal Kelly Edwards, please welcome the Central Carroll High School Marching Pride. The Marching Pride is under the field direction of Drum Major Katie Williams and Assistant Drum Major Claire Foster. The band captains are Jeremy Norton and Anna Claire Beverly. Percussion captains are Braylon Johns and Katie White. Color guard captains are Madison Wilson and Lily Guerrero Morales and Cheyenne Vaughn. Tonight, the Marching Pride will present a portion of their 2025 production, Lost in New York. Music selections will include Tomorrow, Another Day of Sun, Welcome to New York, Tarantella Napolitana, Take Me Out to the Ball Game, Popular, Theme from Seinfeld, Ghostbusters, and Swan Lake. Drum Major Katie Williams, is your band ready? Ladies and gentlemen, sit back and relax and get ready because here comes the pride. Fight is under the direction of Director of Band Riley Mitchell and Associate Directors Luke Bass and Courtney Neidhart. Percussion instructors Brandon Cunningham. Color guard instructors are Theresa Wiley and Gabby Herbig. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for your very own Central Carroll High School Marching Band.
Vill Rica will be getting the football on the other side of the break when our coverage of the 52nd edition of the Carroll County Cat Fight continues after this timeout here on the Granite Sports Network.
This is Judd Howard with NG Turf, your premium sod supplier. Create a field of dreams in your home lawn this season with Tiff Tough Bermuda, UGA's newest turf grass release. Is a lack of sunlight causing your lawn to become thin or bare? Use Xeon Zorgia, great for lawns with shade. Call and speak with one of our certified turf professionals to learn more about all of our premium farm fresh sod varieties that are backed by a 1-year warranty. We can schedule your delivery or pickup from our farm in Waxburg or find more information at our website, ngturf.com.
Looking to score a great deal on a new or high-quality pre-owned car, truck, or SUV? Then stop by Don Rich Ford. Our all-star sales associates are ready to help you select or special order the perfect vehicle with the right financing options to put you behind the wheel of a vehicle that fits you like a glove. Come see our selection of new or pre-owned vehicles in historic downtown Vill Rica, Monday through Saturday, or online 24/7 at DonRichFord.com. Don Rich Ford, home of the straight talkers.
We come back to Ronnie Birchfield Field here at Roy Richards Memorial Stadium here on the campus of Central High School. Seth Kane, Michael Miller here with you. Riley Jones, Brittany Yates producing our broadcast here tonight, as well as Patrick Glory and Russell Smith also producing our broadcast as well. As we approach the top of the hour here in West Georgia, we need to take this time to allow our stations to identify themselves. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening and watching Friday Night Football in West Georgia on the Granite Sports Network.
You're listening to high school football coverage on B92 Country, WBGR FM, Carrollton.
So ahead as we see the third quarter about to get started. If you're watching with us tonight, flashlights are about to be coming on as third quarter is about to be getting underway here in just a bit. And as you see them scanning across the way here this evening, a lot of great fans filling out the stands here tonight for both the Vill Rica and Central. We're glad to have them here this evening, and thank you for making the trek, and thank you for listening and watching from wherever you might be listening and watching from tonight. I know we had one viewer all the way from Columbia, South Carolina watching tonight. So again, make your comments into the comment section on Facebook and let us know where you are watching the game from this evening. We would love to definitely give you a shout out here this evening. Central and Vill Rica about to get back on to the football field. Vill Rica will get the football at the start of the second half. Hey, tonight's broadcast on Facebook, YouTube, and 24 Strong TV, brought to you by the First Baptist Church of Vill Rica. Dr. Kevin Williams, lead pastor there. He's watching in tonight with us. Gave us a shout out earlier. Kevin, glad you're joining us here this evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. Also, tonight's broadcast brought to you by American Commerce Bank, John Thornton Cadillac Buick GMC, West Georgia Technical College, Dollar Heating and Air, Hightower Funeral Home, Donridge Ford, Maryland Associates, NG Turf, Nut Roofing, Raised Dry Concrete Leveling, Buffalo Wild Wings, Southeastern Insurance Association, and Soul Roots Racing. Also sponsoring tonight. Glad to have them here as well. Just hearing from our director tonight of the broadcast, Patrick Glory, saying Chad Henderson from South Carolina is his classmate from the Central class of 2001. It's great. We have a couple of Central grads here tonight being part of our broadcast. Thank you so much here. Right now, another scoreboard updates we're seeing now. Wow. Carrollton has just opened up a can on Lithia Springs, third quarter, playing across town at Grisham Stadium. 56-0 is that score right now across town. We'll take a look around the scoreboard on the way here in just a bit. We got to get ready back for a second half of football. So, Michael, as we're going to be seeing here in the second half, Vill Rica is going to have to really turn over a new leaf if they want to have a successful second half and get back into this ball game.
Yeah, I mean, you're pretty much going to, if you're trying to get back in this ball game, you're going to have to score on every possession, probably be going for two, and onside kick every time.
So Walker is going to be the deep return man. Jake Davis will kick it off for Central as we get ready to start the second half, third quarter of play here in Carrollton. There's going to be a high end over end kick, and that one might be going. Nope, they're going to field it, run it back out. Nope, they're actually going to get it back into the end zone for the touchback. They'll bring that one out to the 20-yard line. It'll be first down and 10 as we will be moving from right to left as you are listening, and we are having a running clock here in the second half. So usually third quarter, it's optional. Whoever the losing team is, they have the option if they want to do a running clock in the third quarter, but fourth quarter, it is mandatory. So we are in a running clock situation here tonight, less than 11.5 minutes, and the clock will continue to tick away. It will stop on penalties and timeouts of any variations as well. Just a couple of ways the clock will stop at a running clock situation. Taking the snap again is going to be Eubanks. He hands the football off that time to AJ. AJ going to cut across the field, and he will be brought down by about 3-4 different Central Lions. And Brock Roberts will be on the tackle that time for the Central Lions. Gain of 6, bringing up second down and 4.
Gain was 6 for Vill Rica.
And I do think that Vill Rica can kind of turn this into a little bit of a positive here. Like I said, before coming in after the break, you're playing against a really good defense, and you got opportunities to try some things out and see what you can do against probably the best opponent you're going to play all year.
Second down and 4. Looking light, taking the shotgun snap again, turns, hands the football off, cuts up at the center of the field to about the 30-yard line. It looks like Emmanuel AJ on the carry again for the Vill Rica Wildcats, and that should be enough for the John Thornton first down, and it is. Brought to you by John Thornton Buick GMC. Remember to experience transparent pricing and a pressure-free environment at John Thornton Buick GMC today. First down and 10 for the Vill Rica Wildcats, and we got injured Lion hobbling off the field. Landon Schulenberg listening in tonight. Watching from off the Tyus Road area in Carrollton. Landon, thanks for tuning in with us this evening. 9:50 is on the clock. It continues to run now. 38-0 Central leads. On top of the Vill Rica Wildcats, Eubanks takes the snap. It looks like he was a little bit unprepared there and not going anywhere before he's wrapped up. That was handed the ball off to AJ that time, and I believe that was Evan Gates coming in making the tackle.
Evan Gates, big tackle from
you got to think that was a point of emphasis in the locker room for Central too, was kind of getting pushed around a little bit on the defensive line. So show something different in the second half.
So it's second down and about 14 to go. They'll move the football just to near the 26-yard line as we move to the left side of the field to the north side of the stadium. Close again on the 9-minute mark, 38-0 here. Two receivers left, one right. Dropping back will be Eubanks. Eubanks is rolling out right side of the field. He is still looking. He's going to throw that football high, long, out of bounds into the cheerleaders. And that'll be a third down situation for Vill Rica. So another thing Vill Rica has been struggling, trying to find some open receivers tonight.
Yeah, I've said it 100 times, but I'm very pleased, and I would be if I were Coach Barron with the offensive line play tonight. He's had a lot of time to throw the ball. They run the ball well, but yeah, no separation. Nobody's getting open.
38-0 is going to be your score. Harrington's watching tonight from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Harrington's like to give you a shout out. Thanks for listening in from Fayetteville, North Carolina. Home of minor league baseball's the Fayetteville Woodpeckers.
Got another unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
Again already?
They're not. They're still here. How can you call that? They're not allowed. I saw it going on.
Also, we got other members watching from here, the Old Camp Woods area of Carrollton. So we have unsportsmanlike conduct going to be happening against the Central Lions.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against Central.
So now that will help Vill Rica. That's a 15-yard penalty. That'll give first down.
Still got 5 minutes.
So now it'll be first down and 10. They'll move the ball just to the 41-yard line. Vill Rica with a football. Two receivers left, one lined up to the right side of the field. Taking the snap is going to be Eubanks. Eubanks hands it off to Emmanuel AJ, who cuts to the 40-yard line. Maybe loss of about a yard there, it looks like.
Brought down by number 23 for the Lions, Wilson.
Brought down by Wilson for the Lions.
Good job.
There's a great Honda Civic in the park.
Clock continued to tick down with 7:10 left to go. So Vill Rica is struggling to get through this Central defense. I mean, I can give credit. What Central's been doing on defense has been nothing short of amazing.
Yeah, now the run game's getting shut down. There's really nothing they can turn to.
Morgan New listening and watching in tonight from the Old Camp Woods area. Leland Walker watching from Birmingham tonight. Might have viewers in the Birmingham area this evening. Eubanks is going to throw, and it's going to be an incomplete pass, way overshooting his man. That's going to be an incomplete pass, bringing up second down and 11.
And number 9's going to be careful over there, too, kind of chirping at the Vill Rica bench, it looks like.
Yeah. Things are getting chippy. I mean, you get it, it's a rivalry game, but you don't want to get so far out of hand where things will occur. Matt Duffy watch again from Graham, Texas tonight, pulling in for the Central Lions. So from Texas to Birmingham to Fayetteville, North Carolina to right here in Carrollton to Columbia, South Carolina. Great viewership across the US of A here tonight. Eubanks runs, he throws, it's going to be in and out of the hands of his intended receiver, Jason Hart. And that will be a fourth down and long situation.
And that one hit him right in the hands as well. Good throw on the run.
Yeah, looking at that again on the replay. He tried to come up and catch with it, but it's almost like he was pushing his hands down in the process. Watch again from this angle.
Yeah. DB a little bit. I'm knocking the ball down.
A little bit there. So it's fourth down and long situation. Vill Rica will be punting the football back. Just joining us, we are in a running clock situation. Third quarter, Central leads 38-0, and Central taking command early and quickly in the first quarter. That's going to be a high into the night sky punt. It's going to be short. They'll get down at the 40-yard line. Go out of bounds near that area as well, and Central going to have decent field position at first down and 10. No flags will be coming in. And we'll be moving from left to right when Central has the football here in just a bit. Let's take another look around the scoreboard tonight. We got some updated scores for you now. Mount Zion and Chattooga at the half right now, 41-7. Bowden still on top of the West Side Macon Seminoles, 28-7 right at the present moment. Bremen on top of the McNair Mustangs, 24-12 in the third quarter of play. Temple and South Atlanta tied at 7. Putnam County on top of the Haralson County Rebels, 10-7. They're playing that one in Tallapoosa tonight, and Carrollton up 63-0 over the Lithia Springs Lions across town at Grisham Stadium. Our scoreboard tonight on Facebook, YouTube, and 24 Strong TV, brought to you by our good friends at United Community Bank. First down and 10. Central Lions have the football at the 45-yard line, Central Territory. Left hash mark. This time turns, hands the football off, shimmies his way across the 45 to the 49-yard line, across the 50, the 45, and Jonas Walton is still on his feet. He'll get the John Thornton first down near the 40-yard line to about the 42-yard line. And that'll be a first down and 10 for Central. Another John Thornton first down.
One heck of a run, but I'm kind of surprised to see him still in the game at this point. Got the running clock going in the third quarter. I don't really see a reason to keep him or JR or Jace out there, really.
I think most likely they're just going to try to let him finish out the third quarter, maybe, and possibly bring in a lot of the JV players on the way as well. So it's first down and 10, sending a man in motion this time, taking another shotgun snap, turns, hands the football off to one of the Walton brothers, gets tried to the 45-yard line. Hold your horses, folks. Their flags will be rolling in, and that was Jonas Walton that time with the football. We got flags coming in. That means the clock will stop at 3 minutes and 25 seconds.
45. Flags on the play. No, there's one here.
So we'll wait for the White Hats. So go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, Coach Brown was pretty emphatic it was on Vill Rica, but now I'm not really sure what's going on there.
So they're going back to the center of the field, having a conversation. So the meeting is over. So face mask on Vill Rica. Dead ball. Sportsmanlike on Vill Rica. Wow, so that is going to be two 15-yard, back-to-back 15-yard penalties against Vill Rica.
Also an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against the Wildcats.
And that's going to help Central out in many, many ways. And so now we're going to get ready for them to count off the penalty yardage and then some. So we'll wait for the official spot. If you're watching, you see Austin Barron is looking for the explanation of at least probably one of the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. And you could tell on his expression of his face, he's a little bit frustrated right there, just a smidge, but still trying to understand what was happening and for both of those calls.
And obviously, we don't have a great view to see exactly what's going on in these conduct penalties from up here, but it does kind of feel like it's been a little obsessive to me, and I don't really think it's probably hasn't been as bad as it probably looks from
probably not.
the amount of flags we've seen.
First down and 10. We're near the 15-yard line. Central's in the red zone. Another John Thornton first down, brought to you by John Thornton Buick GMC in Carrollton. Remember to experience transparent pricing from a pressure-free environment at John Thornton Buick GMC today. It's first down and 10 at the 15-yard line. Central has the football. We'll see Jace Walton standing with J.R. Harris. They go pistol. Clock continues to run at 3 minutes. We're at first down and 10. The line to gain is going to be the 5-yard line deep in Vill Rica territory. Sending a man in motion. Looks like it's going to be Ivester. This time he'll hand the ball out to Jace Walton. Cuts out to the left side of the field. Across the 10, the 5. Leaps over into the end zone. Touchdown Central. Jace Walton will just stretch out his arms right over the pylon. He's got it over to the plane into the end zone. That's a touchdown for the Central Lions. It's now 44-0. And the clock continues to run in the 2-minute mark left to go in the third quarter.
And again, just watch him just make these cuts. I mean, it's just... My goodness. And it's a very talented family over here.
My goodness, it is. Very, very athletic. Let's take a look at it again on the replay as he is leaning over. He's being brought out of bounds, but he does get the football just right across the front side of the pylon, just in the nick of time. And we got another flag going to be coming in before the PAT was even attempted, so wait for see what the white hat is. So the white hat is not making a call right at the present moment. I think it looks like it is going to be on Central. Illegal participation against Central, so the PAT will have to be attempted from the 15-yard line. So kicking the PAT from 25 yards out. But, of course, Jake Davis has got a great leg on him. It looks like he's made a couple of lengthy field goals tonight. Let's see if the PAT snaps by the hole. The kick is high. Is it in the correct direction? It's good. The PAT is good. And with that score, Auto Owners and Southland Insurance is making another donation to the West Metro Fellowship of Christian Athletes with 1:26 left to go in the third quarter. It's Central 45. It's Vill Rica nothing. Let's take a timeout from Central High School on the Craddock Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Christine Swanson, Chief Financial Officer of American Commerce Bank. I've called West Georgia home for more than 30 years, and I'm proud to be a part of American Commerce Bank's team of hometown bankers. Whether you're looking for a personal checking or savings account, or you need a bank dedicated to providing custom solutions to help your business grow, you can count on our team of local bankers to meet your needs. Come see us in Bremen off Highway 27 near Walmart, or at our Carrollton branch right across from the courthouse. American Commerce Bank, member FDIC.
And we come back, 45-0 is your score. The Central Lions on top of the Vill Rica Wildcats. We are in a running clock situation. The clock has started to run again. We're closing in on 1 minute. I'm Seth Kane. Michael Miller is to my right. Riley Jones, Brittany Yates producing our broadcast on the radio side of things. Patrick Glory, Russell Smith producing and directing our video side of things here tonight. That football is going to be called. It's going to be lost football. Pick back up, and it's going to go back into the end zone for a touchback, and they'll move that football back out to the 20-yard line. It's going to be first down and 10 for Vill Rica. And let's see what they can work with in this running clock situation. It's been a tough night for the Wildcats.
And one where, obviously it's like I was talking about, option to work on things, but at this point, if I'm Vill Rica, I just want to get out of here as fast as I possibly can.
Yeah, I think that's the way it's going to be looking like right now. There's just going to see what they can do.
First and 10, Vill Rica.
So Vill Rica will
From near 20.
start from the 20-yard line. The clock continuing to tick away at 10 seconds. Let's say hello to our viewers out in Dallas, Texas tonight. Throws across the way. It's going to be in the hands. Going to be a caught ball by Max Garfield. And Garfield will catch the football. That'll run the clock out. And that should be another first down for the Vill Rica Wildcats. And it is. We will be flipping the football. Whitfield, when we come back, we have played 3 in Lion Valley. To the 4th we go. It's Central 45. It's Vill Rica nothing. Our coverage of Friday Night Football in West Georgia continues after this timeout on the Craddock Sports Network.
Hightower Family Funeral Homes with locations in Bremen, Carrollton, and Douglasville have been serving the West Georgia area for over 90 years. The Hightower family continues to maintain the level of professionalism, integrity, dignity, and compassion that has been the hallmark of the Hightower Family Funeral Home services throughout the 9+ decades. On any given day, you'll find the Hightowers actually involved with the families and communities in the West Georgia area. Hightower Family Funeral Homes, Bremen, Carrollton, and Douglasville.
Hello, I'm Keith Reynolds with Merrill & Associates. We want to be your one-stop shop for all your HVAC needs. We repair, replace, install, and maintain all your home and commercial HVAC equipment. We still believe that integrity and honesty along with outstanding customer service is what sets us apart from all of our competition. Turn to the experts and give us a call at Merrill & Associates, 770-834-7330. You'll be glad you did.
As we start our 4th quarter of play, the running clock has also been into effect this second half, as continuing to run now at 11:50. Central with a 45-0 lead over Vill Rica. Vill Rica has football. First down and 10. Throws is going to be a call ball to the 45-yard line. And catching that football will be Josiah Walker for Vill Rica. And we're moving from left to right. Vill Rica Lady Wildcats softball just played 9 innings of hard-fought softball in Columbus to beat Troop County 5-4. Congratulations to the Vill Rica softball team. Thank you, Jamie Giles, on Facebook watching tonight as well. We appreciate you sending that information to us. So congratulations to the Vill Rica Wildcats softball team. Second down and 3. Second down about 4, I should say. This time turns, hands the football off. That's going to be Emmanuel AJ again across the midfield stripe and brought down by about 2 Central Lions. One of the initial tacklers would be Caden Shope, the junior. And that'll be a John Thornton first down for Vill Rica. Under 11 minutes to play. We'll be moving the football from right to left. Taking another snap again. Hands the football off. This time on the run will be Keith Howard, making his trek across to the left side of the field. We'll take a look at the replay. As he was going in motion there, Eubanks handed the football off, cuts to the left side of the field. He gets upended. Man, oh man, spun him around for a loop a little bit. Another scoreboard update. The Braves are leading the Mariners right now, 3-0.
Man, Ha-Sung Kim is looking pretty good.
He was. So now looking at the United Community Bank scoreboard right here. So take a look at that. Throws across the center of the field. It's going to be a caught football across the center of the field. Keith Howard going to be on the catch there. As we're moving down, it's going to be another John Thornton first down here this evening.
Yeah, one thing I've noticed too from Vill Rica tonight is kind of every other team we've watched, like every team that we've watched for this season has moved a lot of tempo offensively. Vill Rica has not moved with any tempo throughout the entire game.
No, not at all. So first down, another first down, John Thornton first down for Vill Rica. Central 33-yard line. We are moving from left to right. 2 receivers lined up to the left side of the field. Eubanks hands the football off. That time he'll be moving across the football field, handing it off to Cameron Barker, it looks like. And Barker going to power his way to about the 26-yard line. Gain of a second down and we'll say second down and about 3.5 to go, we'll say. So second down at about 3.5, it looks like. We'll move the football to the 27-yard line. Clock continues to tick away at 8:45. Taking another shotgun snap. Throws going to be a caught football. That time running it in is going to be Keith Howard. Still on his feet. Crosses the 20-yard line to the 19-yard line. And that'll be another John Thornton first down for the Vill Rica Wildcats.
I love the play call in this drive. See, they've been much more creative than they were in the first half.
And it looks like things are, kind of moving more in sync with each other now here in the second half.
A bit more motion, a little more misdirection than in that first half.
Absolutely. 45-0 your score. First down and 10, Vill Rica. We're at the 20-yard line. Moving from left to right. This time handed the football. That time off to Emmanuel AJ. Zigzags his way across the 10, across the 5. Flags will be coming in. And he will get down to about the 2-yard line. But this one possibly might be coming back. Let's see what it's going to be. Let's wait for the white hat to get the signal from is motioning for a face mask call, but let's see. Nope. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Vill Rica. That is a 15-yard penalty. And so what was going to be a first down and 10 is going to be even further than that, as they were in the red zone and now having that other penalty, because that was a great run down to the 2-yard line for Vill Rica.
One of the best plays they've had in the entire game.
Yeah. So they'll move the football back. First down and long at the 31-yard line. Moving from left to right, clock continues to tick away in the running clock situation here with 7:20. We're in the fourth quarter. Central 45, Vill Rica nothing. This time turns, hands the football off. Going to be rolling out. It's going to be Eubanks. Eubanks throws to the left side of the field, caught football. And bringing that football in is Keith Howard for the Wildcats. He's going to get some of that lost yardage back, but that'll be still a second down and long situation from the 25.
Sean Kilgore back to the tackle.
Sean Kilgore on the tackle there for the Central Lions. Second down. Clock continuing to run at 6:40. Send two receivers right side of the field. Eubanks drops back. He is flushed in the pocket a little bit. He will slide across to about the 23-yard line. He's getting under some pressure there, and nobody to throw it to, so he did the best thing he knew how to do, and that was take it himself.
He's had really good awareness tonight, too. He's gotten out when he's needed to and hasn't put the ball in harm's way really at all tonight.
Not at all. Second down, or third down, I should say. Third down, and still a ways to go. The line to gain to the first down marker is going to be the 10-yard line for the Vill Rica Wildcats. Marquez Smith listening in or watching in this evening. Shout out to all of our listeners and viewers here tonight listening from all across the United States of America. Eubanks hands the football off there to Cameron Barker. Barker cuts out to the left side of the field, up the left sideline. Or down the left sideline. He goes across the 10-yard line. That's going to be enough for another John Thornton first down for the Vill Rica Wildcats. Let's see what Vill Rica will be doing here on their next series of downs. Next week's video broadcast will be on Great Classics 98.9 right here on Facebook, YouTube, and 24 Strong TV. It's Vill Rica and Alexander. Michael Miller and I will be live from Sam McIntyre Stadium at Frank Vohan Field next week on Great Classics 98.9 and right here on Braddock Sports on Facebook, YouTube, and on 24 Strong TV. Taking the snap again to Eubanks. Eubanks hands it off to AJ. AJ lowers his head. Does he get across? He does. Touchdown, Vill Rica. And Vill Rica will get their first points of the night with 5 minutes left to go in the ball game. It's now 45-6 with no flags out on the field.
Oh, there you go. You got something positive to take away from the game now. At least you put something on the board. Good thing you don't got replay in high school.
Ooh, yeah. So, no, actually, take that back, folks. So, hold it. They're actually marking the football. So, they're marking it at the 1. So, his knee went down. We had one ref give the touchdown signal. Oh, so they did give him a touchdown. So, they did give him the touchdown. So, now, Vill Rica will come and kick the extra point. It's going to be a left-footed kicker for Vill Rica to get their first point. Snap, spot, the hold. The kick is up, and I think a hand got on it, but the kick is going to be good. And Vill Rica, they get their first points of the night. With 4 minutes left to go in the ball game, the clock continues to run. Central 45, it's Vill Rica 7. We'll take another quick timeout. We come back. Central gets the football back on the other side of the break. Our coverage of Friday Night Football. And West Georgia continues after this timeout here on the Braddock Sports Network.
Find your future at West Georgia Technical College. Right here in West Georgia, we offer hands-on, career-ready training for today's high-demand jobs. Whether you want to start a new career or level up your skills, you can graduate in 2 years or less without the debt. Our programs are fast, affordable, and designed to get you working. Plus, high school students can jumpstart their education, earning college credit with our dual enrollment program. Start your journey at West Georgia Technical College. Learn more at westgatech.edu.
Vill Rica gets on the board tonight. Less than 4 minutes left to play here in the fourth quarter. 45-7 is your score right now. 45-7 is going to be your score right now, and Central still in the lead. And Vill Rica will kick the football back off to the Central Lions. It'll be a high into the night sky kick. Caught just back at about the 9-yard line. Cuts across the 10, the 15, the 20, and the 25, and brought down near the 29-yard line. And Central had the football first down at 10 from the 29, and we're going to be moving from right to left. Don't forget, we'll be having another Facebook Live Game of the Week, along with being on Braddock Sports on Facebook, 24 Strong TV, and on Braddock Sports on YouTube. And we'll have the Vill Rica Wildcats next week. Vill Rica and the Alexander Cougars. That game, we had a little bit of mishap there. It's actually going to be on B92 Country next week on the radio side of things, not Great Classics 98.9. So Vill Rica and Alexander next week on Braddock Sports on Facebook, YouTube, and on 24 Strong TV, and on the radio on B92 Country. Seth Kane, Michael Miller here with you as we're closing in on the 2-minute mark. Central has the football, first down and 10 at the 29-yard line, moving from right to left. Hands the football off, and this time we'll get it across the 35 to about the 39-yard line. And that should be getting close enough for the first down for the Central Lions. And I think that was a Zaylen Person again on the carry for the Central Lions. Got a new quarterback in. That's Trip Davis, the freshman. So we're seeing some of the freshmen getting a little bit of experience here this evening, which is always good to see.
Lions football would like to thank the following sponsors.
So with a minute 45, we've got a Vill Rica Wildcat with a cramp down on the field. A little bit of mustard, pickle juice, calcium Tums. They're always great to help out with the leg cramps. Jamal Robinson watch again tonight. Lions got the underclassmen in. Yep. It's always good to see a lot of the underclassmen get some experience. Get a first view on Friday Night Lights. So with a minute 32 to go, and the Wildcat that was cramping up has made his way back to the sideline on the far side of the field. The clock continues to run right now as well. With a minute 25 left to go in this ball game, Central on the verge of becoming 4-0, and this will be their first 4-0 start since the 2023 season. Minute 15, the clock continues to wind away. As the quarterback, Trip Davis, and the freshman, takes it, hands football at time off, gets across the 40-yard line to the 45-yard line, and it'll be bringing up a second down situation. Second down and about 3 more to go. Under a minute to play here, the clock continues to tick away at 49 seconds.
We'll probably see about one more play, probably, for just calling after that.
So Central 45, Vill Rica 7. And this should be the final play of the ball game here. They'll let the clock wind down. Play clock is still counting away. Hand it off to Person again, I believe. He'll run out of bounds near the midfield stripe at the 20-second mark, and that will probably be the final play of the ball game because the clock is not stopping. It is a running clock situation. 10 seconds to go now, and the clock continues to count down. That is going to be the final play of the ball game. And the Central Lions, They get out of here with a win tonight, 45-7 over the Vill Rica Wildcats. Central will go to 4-0 in the season. The Vill Rica Wildcats will fall to 0-3. And that's going to be your final score. See you, Fergie. Hope you have a great night. So what a great night tonight for the Central Lions. We've got fireworks going off here this evening. And, Michael, I'm telling you, what a tremendous night by the Central Lions. They started out quick, early, and often, and they had Vill Rica's number tonight.
You know what good teams do, not letting the rivalry get too high on coming out, playing in fear, opponent, and take care of business.
So a great night by the Central Lions. If you're watching on Facebook, you see head coach Andre Brown. He's happy with his win tonight, happy with his guys. And we're going to get a video interview with him, and that'll be coming up on Braddock Sports on Facebook later on this evening. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we're going to get you your player, play, and unsung hero of the game. That's so much more, all going to be on the way next. Stay tuned. We have the post-game report going to be coming up here in just a bit, right here across Braddock Sports on Facebook, YouTube, and 24 Strong TV, and on the radio tonight. Central wins it 45-7 over the Vill Rica Wildcats. We'll take a timeout. We come back. Superlatives and Awards going to be on the way next, right here on the Braddock Sports Network.
Tripped over it and called it a character-building experience. When your sidewalks are more unstable than your situationship, Raised Right Concrete Leveling is here to smooth things over. Raised Right is a great alternative to replacing concrete. They use an expanding polyurethane foam to raise, level, and stabilize your slab, filling the voids that cause your concrete to sink, providing a permanent fix for half the cost. Visit RaisedItRight.com today or call 404-796-5569.
Huddle up, wing lovers, and double your count for less on Wing Tuesdays at Buffalo Wild Wings. When you buy one order of traditional wings, get one for 50% off. No time to dine? Order for delivery and wing it up with a crew at home. Or pick up takeout when you're on the go. Limit one per order, not valid with any other offers. Additional terms and conditions apply. Huddle up for Wing Tuesday at Buffalo Wild Wings.
No matter where you have to go, your feet have to get you there. Soul Roots knows this better than anyone. That's why they are dedicated to taking care of you and your feet. Soul Roots offers the latest styles of the absolute best brands of shoes with your feet in mind, featuring Hoka, Alta, and On running shoes. Come in and get your free fitting by one of their fit experts. That's Soul Roots Running Company, 150 Maple Crossing, Suite 101. Online at soulrootsracing.com.
Hey truckers, been canceled by your current insurance company? Are your premiums too high? Southeastern Insurance Associates is here to help. With down payments as low as 10% and monthly payments as low as $1,000, you need to call Southeastern Insurance Associates. From big rigs to box trucks, hot shocks to pickups, call an agent for your free quote today at 678-664-2838 or stop by the office at 740 Bankhead Highway in Carrollton. Southeastern Insurance Associates.
Well, victory tonight for the Central Lions. They get the win at 45-7 over the Vill Rica Wildcats. And wow, what a tremendous performance by the Central Lions getting the win tonight, 45-7. And they will improve to 4-0 on the season, and the Vill Rica Wildcats will fall to 0-3. Seth Kane back here with you. Michael Miller down on the field, getting the video interview with head coach Andre Brown, and we will be checking in with him in just a little bit later on, and we'll hopefully have that video posted later tonight here on Facebook. Vill Rica coming up their next 5 games. Alexander going to be on the way next week, and then next 5 games for Central coming up on September the 19th, Monday's Mill. Central will have the week off next week, but they'll be taking on Monday's Mill in just 2 weeks, and then Alexander coming up next week for Vill Rica, going to South Paulding on the 19th of September at Lithia Springs on the 26th here as well. We got some superlatives we got to get out here tonight. Let's go ahead and start out with our Elite Golf Cars Player of the Game tonight, brought to you by Elite Golf Cars at 16 Sand Hill Shady Grove Road in Carrollton with sales, service, and repairs. All your golf cart needs under one roof. Got to give that to J.R. Harris tonight. I'm telling you, he had a stellar performance here at quarterback this evening. And connecting, just the chemistry between him and his receivers. We could give it to pretty much just the entire offensive line for Central and what Central did on offense tonight. But, of course, J.R. Harris at control there and being the commander on the field for that. So we've got to give it to J.R. Harris tonight from Central. for being the player of the game, and that is the Elite Golf Cars player of the game in Carrollton on Shady Grove Road, Sand Hill Shady Grove Road in Carrollton. Now for our Unsung Hero of the game tonight. Unsung Hero is brought to you by All Seasons Roofing, where they are serving West Georgia for over 30 years. Call 770-830-ROOF. That's 770-830-ROOF to get your estimate today. They don't want an arm and a leg, just a finger and a toe. And we're going to go to Vill Rica on this one. Keith Howard for Vill Rica. He has stepped up tonight and just made some tremendous runs and tremendous plays here this evening for Vill Rica. So we've got to give it to Keith Howard for Vill Rica on what a tremendous performance he has had tonight. He has stepped up, especially here in the fourth quarter this evening as well. So congratulations, Keith Howard of Vill Rica is our all-season roofing unsung hero of the game. Let's go to our Carroll County Rec Department Power Play of the Game, brought to you by the Carroll County Recreation Department, where fundamentals begin. Carroll County Recreation has been committed to fostering teamwork, discipline, and sportsmanship in every young athlete for over 25 years. Check out Carroll County Recreation Department on Facebook for more, and good luck to all of our local teams. And we've got to look at the play of the game here tonight. You could say it was several that could play tonight. I mean, Central putting up 45 points tonight, 21 points in the first quarter alone. And I think we're going to go with the play that they capitalized in the first quarter when Vill Rica bobbled the kickoff return and Central picked the football back up. They gained it, ran it in for the touchdown. So that is going to be that play of the game back early on in the ball game. That's the Carroll County Rec Department Power Play of the Game, brought to you by the Carroll County Recreation Department, where the fundamentals begin at Carroll County Recreation Department. Find them on Facebook for more information, and good luck to all of our area teams this evening. We'll go ahead and get your reminder and say thank you to all of our sponsors here tonight. Of course, our Facebook Live Game of the Week is sponsored tonight, brought to you by the First Baptist Church of Vill Rica, and we thank to Dr. Kevin Williams, who's watching in tonight, the senior pastor at FBC Vill Rica on Highway 78, just outside of downtown Vill Rica. Also, our sponsors tonight of American Commerce Bank, John Thornton Cadillac Buick GMC, West Georgia Technical College, Dollar Heating and Air, Hightower Funeral Home, Donridge Ford, Maryland Associates, NG Turf, Nut Roofing, Raised Right, Concrete Leveling, Buffalo Wild Wings, Southeastern Insurance Association, and Soul Roots Racing for being our proud sponsors here this evening. Coming up next week, right here on B92 Country, at Graddick Sports on Facebook, YouTube, and on 24 Strong TV. We're headed to the City of Gold, where the Vill Rica Wildcats and the Alexander Cougars are going to be going head-to-head next week at Sam McIntyre Stadium at Frank Vaughan Field. Michael Miller and I will be on the call of that contest between the Wildcats and the Cougars. We hope you will join us then. My thanks to our crew tonight on the video side of things from the students at the North College and Career Academy South of the Carroll County School System in Vill Rica. Kaylin Rushing, Alana Harris, Amberly Moore, Joshua Blackstock, and Anaya Campbell, who was running our scoreboard graphics this evening. We thank them for a job well done, and what a great job they did this evening under the direction of Patrick Laurie and Russell Smith. Thank you so much for your hard work tonight, kids, and for Patrick and Russell for your great direction and producing here this evening. Also, Riley Jones and Brittany Yates were producing our broadcast on the radio side of things this evening. We appreciate them for all their hard work they have done tonight. Don't forget, we got the Southwire Red Zone show going to be on the way here in just a few minutes. But first, we've got to send you over to Great Classics 98.9 for the continuation of our coverage here across the Graddick Sports Network. That is all going to be coming up here in just a bit. For Michael Miller alongside, for all of our crew back here tonight on the video and radio side of things, I'm Seth Kane, reminding you once again, final score tonight from Ronnie Birchfield Field at Roy Richards Memorial Stadium on the campus of Central High School in Carrollton. Central 45, Vill Rica 7. I'm Seth Kane, reminding you to always be a good sport. I'll see you on the other side of the microphone. I wish you luck and good night from Central.